Oh, so close where you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Oh, so close where you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
the man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World. It's a podcast. It's a goddamn podcast starring your boys, myself, PK, with the Blvd. Of course, we have the legendary one wearing his exiled t-shirt with his matching exiled do-rag. My wrestling father, one of the greatest of all time, Foreman Mills, Larry the Legend.
Larry the Legend. I'm your boy, Larry the Legend.
It's a podcast, as always. Well, we are joined by this week's Boots on the Ground reporting specialist, the Death Match Doctor, Ringside Sean, DMD. What's up, yo?
What up, baby? How y'all doing?
Now, you were off. You
DMD,
You didn't bring your medical license to this weekend. You were off.
No,
you weren't
no.
administering any.
Off duty, but if they would have said, is there a doctor in the building, Sean would have stepped up. If MLJ got on that microphone and said it.
Oh,
Is there a doctor in the house?
Abso-freaking-diddly-oodly.
So he's not so much.
Sean,
He's not so much a medical professional as much as the first guy who will stand up in any scenario where someone goes, "Is there a doctor in the house?" I am. Me.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
We joke about it, right? We joke about it right now, but that's how Ian Riccaboni got in. He was the ringside physician at Ring of Honor. Okay, that was his first time on TV. He was a doctor checking on Jay Briscoe in a match with Adam Cole. Or some match, and they were like a ringside position, and look at him now. So Sean, DMD.
Gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen.
And of course, our wounded bird, our
Lord have
golden
mercy.
goose, the death match moderator to the stars. One punch and you're dead. Bad Take Bri, the merch guy.
Take it easy, Brian.
How are you, Brian?
Hello, everybody.
How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm getting better. Slowly and surely, every day, getting better.
Brian sent the group text a video, which will be posted on the YouTube members-only portion of the channel, of Brian struggling to pick up a laundry bag and Amanda, your fiance, carrying it with you.
She helped me. She helps me.
You refused
She's
to
helped
let
me.
her carry it. You said you have to carry half of it.
Together.
Now, would you consider her your mommy?
She is my mommy and I am her daddy.
Are you the dom-dom?
Is somebody watching something?
I hear it.
Oh, that's me. I'll turn it off. It's Rosemary's Baby.
What,
Oh,
you just
that's a
watching
good one.
Rosemary's Baby during the show?
Well, I usually play a little wrestling, but the last VHS that was in the VCR was Mia Farrow's Rosemary's Baby.
That's my favorite horror movie of all time.
I mean, is it even horror?
Dude, it's
Brian?
terrifying.
It's a
She's
love
raped. She's
story.
raped by the devil, dude.
But at the end, the closing scene, she accepts her seed.
That's fucking terrifying.
She says,
dude.
"Everybody, get away! This is no, it's beauty.
Well, I mean,
Beauty."
it's beauty, but it's also scary because it's a demon.
I just watched The Last Exorcism, and that was pretty wild.
The last
Here, let me
exorcism
turn it
of
off.
whom? Oh, the Pope's
It was-
exorcist.
No.
The
last
one that was tied to
exorcism.
the WWE, and they were showing like between in the pay-per-view, they were like the last exorcism.
No. It's
I know what
actually
you're talking
called
about.
The Last Exorcist, and it's with a priest who's a phony, right? And he basically gets letters in from people who are seeking
I know
exorcism.
this movie. This
And
one's
then
a
he's
good
like,
one.
I just go over there and give them what they want. So I read from a book for them. And I tell them they're possessed by this person, X, Y, Z. And, I get my money when I leave. And then somebody wound up actually being possessed. And,
right.
Bro,
He's a charlatan who gets more than he bargained for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, have any of you seen The Taking of Deborah Logan?
Oh,
I've heard about it.
Threw me for a loop, bro. She wound up looking like Kong Holio.
Don't ruin it.
Look, let's stop right now. Now.
Well, I'll give you
the target, okay?
I'll give you the overview of that one. It's basically like this lady is experiencing Alzheimer's, and her brain is like actually scientifically deteriorating. But hey, that's when the devil gets you. That's when they get in. That's when the demons get in. So this college crew, they're just doing a film on a woman with dementia. But is she possessed? Or does she have dementia? And by the end of the film, you definitely know which one it is. Highly recommended. Blvd Bullies movie pick of the week.
I mean, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and basically cried the whole time, and it was amazing.
Just in tears the entire time.
Don't say anything. I still haven't watched it yet.
I'm going to tell you that. That's all I'm going to tell you, and it was amazing.
Thanks.
Brian, you cry during a lot of things.
I'm an emotional boy.
Yeah.
Do you cry during Schindler's List?
I never saw it.
You should watch.
Is that about
Very
you?
You cry during sex?
I got to be honest about me crying. I was watching, before the Met game on Saturday, they inducted two of the very old, crusty, white announcers, play-by-play guys, into the Mets Hall of Fame. And they did speeches. And during those speeches, man, I was crying like a goddamn baby.
Did you remember them when you were a kid? Did it bring you back to hearing them play?
Well, I mean,
not batting.
It's like it's just like wrestling. A lot of great memories of your youth are connected to, baseball, and in turn those people's voices. And I got a big spot in my heart for Queens. Queens makes me emotional as well. So when the one announcer was like, "I'm just a kid from Queens who was sitting in the upper deck just like you," I cried my eyes out like I was Brian watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I feel you.
Wow.
And you know what? Shout out to, for all of his faults, Brett Lauderdale for doing a Hall of Fame ceremony, because a lot of the times the Hall of Fame is not an actual place. It's not. A lot of the times there is a baseball Hall of Fame, but there's no GCW Hall of Fame. I can't go there. There's no CZW Hall of Fame. But for moments like that, during the induction, the ceremony, which is something that I am a master of, and moments like that happen, that is why those things are critical pieces of the legitimacy of any organization's legacy. So I totally know what you mean, Pat, about being moved by a moment to have someone that is admired, the height of admiration, give a speech.
Oh, absolutely. And, wrestling is very, very much about that as well, And if you're in the right building, the building that I went to, that I hitchhiked to see Jimmy Snuka, this is the same building and it's the 20-year anniversary of when I had my first match with so-and-so. And, I'm just a guy from Queens. You know what I mean? And, yeah, dude, I am a freaking mark. That's probably what's kept me hanging on to wrestling for so long. It's like those moments are few and far between. I'm talking years across all of the promotions. Those really heightened, this is the fucking arena that is daddy lost the title. Those times are few and far between, and it keeps me hanging on. Because when they happen, I'm sorry, I love you. It's the best shit ever.
Nothing better.
It's
let's stay on target, Pat. Let's stay on target because we're really going.
Well, this is the bullshit portion of the show, Larry. I know exactly what I'm doing. Crazy.
I didn't know we were going through the bullshit. I thought we had an agenda.
Well, we have an agenda with a little bit of wiggle room. Brian, show us the giveaways today, please.
Right,
that's what I was getting at. That's what I know where we're going. I was getting
starting,
that shit.
We're going to start with the highest super chat of the night.
What do you have there?
Is that
Assigned
NHB1.
Let's go.
NHB1. One
Series
appearance
one.
ever.
That's a clean sig, man.
Dude, it's so awesome. I do have another one. This is why
You're giving that away?
I'm giving it away,
You're
dude.
crazy.
Why?
We love our fucking fans, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Masashi Takeda.
So here's how it works. If you want
Tell
us
us how
to
it
answer
works.
a question, if you want to redirect the conversation as we continue talking about all the things that we have on the agenda, many of things, if you have something to say, super chat it. As little as $1, as high as $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can donate $1 million. And the highest super chat gets the Takeda card. Second highest gets what, Brian?
A non-signed John Wayne Murdoch card from.
Is that his gut? Is
That's
that a heavier John Wayne Murdoch? Is that a heavy one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always kind of been
Murdoch.
a little chunky. He's been a little chunky.
Well,
Nah,
that's a
he's
real,
pretty. He lost a lot of
real,
weight, man.
he did. That's
he's
true.
lost
That's true.
a lot of weight now, but that's a real teardrop. That's a real teardrop.
Well, this
pose.
card is this must be from like 2019, I think, or 2020.
I
Indie
like that
Connection.
Duke.
Yeah,
I
this
like
card.
that Duke.
This card is awesome.
And what about
Non-signed.
the third place super chat, Brian?
The third place super chat is going to be. You get to decide.
Oh, stop right there. Stop right there. I love what you're about to do, Brian, but we are getting a $20 super chat from
that card is on fire.
John
shit.
Richter wants the
John
Takeda
Richter.
card. He says, and it's
Johnny.
3 simple words. Long Dong Larry.
There he is.
Hey. I was asking Johnny if he's a subscriber because the stories are true. I'm Too Cold Scorpio's illegitimate son.
So there you go. You're getting the Takeda card as far as right now. Highest super chat, $20. Long Dong Larry. What about last place again? Third
As
place?
I was saying,
These
I
are
mean,
2
I'm right.
relics right here.
You get to choose between 2K17 and 2K18.
Who
Well,
would
very
choose
good
17?
You know, I
Great
mean, and
years.
if you want them both, just say you want them both, and we'll
2
give you
good
both.
years. Those are 2 good years.
Leo Rush was in the WWE.
Yeah, so 17 and 19. Well, to be honest, there's two. I think 17 is worth about like $25 right now, just because of the roster. So now wrestling games go according to their roster. So if there's certain games that have a certain person in it, price may go up.
That's what I'm saying. Leo Rush was like in there in 2017. I don't think he made the game actually, but you know that's the reason I was.
But he was in there that year. You might see him in one of the pages of the booklet art, maybe.
Yes, indeed. Maybe you'll see a
standing
little bump
out of focus behind Bobby Lashley.
Loyalty Zero asked why not both, and you know I just changed my mind, and it is both.
Wow,
God damn it.
unprecedented.
There it is.
You're
You get
easy,
both.
Brian. You're easy like Sunday morning, brother.
I'm easy. I'm nice and I'm easy, and that's why people like me.
Well, Kit Osbourne didn't like you.
Yeah, that's,
Well, you know what?
That's what I was
Fuck
saying.
him.
You might be still feeling the effects of that injury that's making you be so
Brian.
gracious.
Oh my God, Brian. Have you not
Look
learned
at how
your
the blood's
lesson?
brown. The blood's really crimson now. It's turning all brown like shit.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Brian, are you giving away a pair of signed drumsticks as well?
Oh, you just ruined
I
the
saw
surprise. I
thought you forgot. I mean, the way that you were-
I wasn't
I
gonna
did-
say anything.
You were
I
holding
did
that
ki- I
sign.
did
It made
ki-
me
I did
convinced you
kind of
forgot.
My head is hurting a little bit. And I
Pat.
forgot.
Whose drumsticks are there?
Well, I will say that during this podcast,
Okay.
I will give these drumsticks to one lucky random person
Hey,
that
Because
has
it's a
given
podcast.
a super chat. It will be someone that has given a super chat. But
So it'll be
So-
like your final bad take of the evening.
right, it's a good take because we're giving things away for free,
right, okay.
dude.
So basically, whoever super chats automatically gets drawn into this random giveaway at the end of tonight's stream. Is that right?
That's correct, Sean.
Wow.
okay. Giveaways covered.
We did it.
Johnny
We did it,
Richter.
everybody. We got through it.
Yep,
it only
already
took 5
$20
minutes.
super
Look,
chat, Johnny. He
it
wants
has
the
my little
Takeda,
signature.
Long Dong Larry.
It has my little signature on them with a little pot leaf.
Wow, look at that.
Incredible. Amazing. Also, just a quick update on the memberships. Old videos
Yes.
that contain friends who are no longer friends, die slow. Other raw footage from years of hard drives. Exclusive.
I got some stuff in this
Yep,
weekend.
Larry sending a special behind-the-scenes video of Tarzan Brian's potential nemesis, talking to CCW Hall of Famers, The Blackout. But
the Tarzan Man did the most damage. That last shove, when he didn't even need to shove him.
Yeah,
Brian was already.
Well,
he's already.
Are we getting into this?
No, we're not
now?
getting into it yet,
Okay,
Brian.
well,
you're right. Yeah,
I have a serious update on that whole situation.
But anyway, if you become a member, we were thinking about starting end of month Q&A, where if you're a member, you just ask questions. We talk about whatever the audience wants, and we hang out at the end of the month. Bonus ep. So if you want to do that, we're going to be starting that probably this month. And one of the benefits of being a member is you get to be a part of the mailbag. You guys excited for mailbag? I won't let this die. I will not let this die.
I'm clapping. I was snapping. Now I'm clapping.
Mailbag, and clapping. Fan mail.
We Blues Clues?
Bad takes, Blues Clues, bad takes.
Mm-hmm.
This one is regarding...
We want the interaction. We want to feel ya.
I find it to be very fun. I really enjoy compiling what was said and DM'd and putting it in.
You're giddy.
I'm giddy. Well, first off, speaking of my giddiness... Oh, hold on. 41 down. That was a good. That you know what that means right there. That was a good promo by me because 41 down just became a member. Shout out.
41 down.
Yeah, bro. Cut it.
And a good loyal member of the family, and we appreciate you. 41 down.
Let's keep it going, guys. Tonight I'm feeling good about this episode. Let's keep
all right.
Keep this
first and foremost, I got absolutely buried from multiple DMs across multiple fronts. I was sent several of the same screenshot, and that's last week I got up to go pee after Hillbilly left the show and apparently exposed my bum crack like a plum.
Wow. A little Hillbilly plumber butt.
I'm going to have to go back and watch.
It's unprecedented.
Shit.
Because out of the three of us, I have been known to show my plumber crack the least. Usually I'm solid, safe, and secure. But apparently that wasn't the case last week. And I'm getting buried for putting the whole first 30 seconds of my intro on mute. And
That's
I'm
fair.
also getting buried for believing that Vince McMahon's leg being broken by The Undertaker was real my entire life.
Yeah, they just
sold it.
They make movies. Pat. They make movies. Did you watch
it?
Did you believe when he died, too?
Super chat here. $4.99 Bruiser Cab. Bruiser Cab Larry wants to know, what are you drinking this week?
Yes. This is a cocktail, a whiskey, grapefruit, agave, Sagamore Spirits. They're Maryland. I don't know. It's a cocktail. It's a grapefruit cocktail.
You just
it's called a honey. Maybe someone knows. It's called a honey Paloma.
Paloma.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
Pomona,
it.
California, where XPW will be, right?
No, hold on. Paloma.
Patrick's band's name.
Paloma. Is it Paloma Blanco?
It's very nice.
Name?
Yes, I am in a band, and the lead singer's real name is Paloma Blanco, which translates to White Dove. So check that out if you want to hear soothing bass tones. Enough about me. Let's get back to the mailbag of me getting buried. So once again, I just want to apologize. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And I will continue to make them, but thank you for keeping an eye out for me, everybody, and sending me pictures of my own butt, which was a goal that I never knew I had.
Whoa, you were sending pictures?
Yeah, screenshots of the moment my booty was exposed.
You sent it to us, Larry.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was very, very sad.
I liked it.
For me.
I'm going to go back and like it. Wow. So people are really watching and clocking us to look at our every move. I better not stand up. I'm not wearing any pants.
Side note, I just have to say two things, just editorial things. Number one, if you are a hate watcher and you're watching this, instead of screen recording what we do, could you just send the link and share it so the person who you're sending it to has to watch the ad and we can make like a cent? I would love for that to happen. And also, I just want to say on a personal note, I don't know if you guys agree in the chat and the comments, please let me know. If somebody had a podcast with them and their friends where they constantly buried me and made fun of me, I probably wouldn't listen to it, And furthermore, if one of you guys were to send me clips of that podcast, I'd say, hey, please stop doing that. You're being a bad friend.
Prime example, just last night I was sent a very graphic a pornography clip on Twitter, and it involved two men. And I sent it to my brother, and he immediately messaged me back. I'm not clicking anything that says thug and then I will expletive. Like, he's like, I'm not clicking it.
Smart.
Yeah. So yeah, if you don't like it, fucking click it. And if somebody's sending it to you, it's just like in the Deathmatch Elite, and I know we're gonna get into this. Someone was raining down on Andy Lawler, like all you do is spread the toxicity. Anything Danny says, you screenshot and share it. It's like, Andy's getting in the conversation.
Dude, I was called a cocksucker and a clown, dude. Someone called me a cocksucker and a clown.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, we'll get into that. Just to finish up mailbag, 2 interesting questions about Kit. Can anybody offer me help finding the pics from when Kit was a timekeeper for CZW in his short hair and Argyle sweater? I'm having trouble locating any.
Is someone seriously asking that? I have a picture on deck. As soon as I get off, I'll send it. Like, I have a picture of me and Kit ringside, with me hitting my signature Larry, no facial hair, I was a fresh-faced youth. And he's right next to me. I had him and I had Kimberly, 2 students of the CZW dojo that amongst their processing were tasked with, oh, you're down there with Larry. And I saw them both come up.
All right, so
Kim went all the way to WWE. I'd be late.
Yo, that's getting posted on the YouTube channel immediately. We'll just do a regular post.
I'll get the picture, yeah. As soon as I get it, I'll get it into you, Pat.
Also, that same person said, there is an interesting 2018 cage match rating comment about Kit. I guess this person really wanted to see the photos you were talking about, Larry, so they just really deep dove Kit Osbourne. So
let's hear this.
Okay, so this person, I'm not going to say their username, rated Kit a 9.0, but goes on to say, depending on who he's facing, may affect his performance. He can't blend with everyone on the roster. So, Larry, do you care to comment on that? You've spent the most time with Kit out of all of us. I mean, Brian's taken the most hits from him, but...
Kit, like you, Patrick, and like you, Sean, and like me and Dean Ambrose and Eddie Kingston is a Sagittarius, which means he's born under a certain star. And that star shines bright no matter where it is, no matter how much you want to count him out, no matter how much you want to dismiss him. Kit has hung on and made an impact for himself. So I think that at the time that person made that comment, they were absolutely right. Because I'd say at the time, Kit was still learning. But I think now, he's a deal. Kit's a deal. And that's why he pulled the stunt that he did.
Well, I loved
PW.
I loved Brian's take on the GCW weekend, which we will get to with a boots on the ground report from Ringside Sean. Oh, hold on, we're getting another super chat here. A lot of super chats.
I love it. More. Give me.
This is from loyal friend, family, subscriber, follower from the very beginning, Urka, who donated $5. She wants sweater. She says sweater pick money. So we got to get that photo to Urka.
We're gonna get it. I got that. Yeah,
we got.
Let me get that sweater pick money.
You'll be getting that in the mail within the next 1 to 2 business days. And by mail, I mean email. So that does it with fan mail. Actually, Brian, I forgot to mention, the final thing about fan mail is that we had an overwhelming amount of love and support, well wishes, T's and P's.
For his ass.
Come in for your ass.
That's right.
Your ass was the most popular and sought after one on the show, despite me exposing my own.
People love Jews.
How you feeling, brother?
Well, my fiance has taken great care of me. She's been doing the dishes. She's been cooking the food. She's been doing the laundry.
Shout out.
And
I'm clapping for her.
I just want to tell you.
Because I'm the only one.
That Kit Osbourne.
Oh my God, Brian. He muted himself.
Yep.
You're
He
muted. We can't hear.
Yep. He knocked out the wire. He doesn't even notice.
He ripped out his entire. Yep. Wow.
That's a shame.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
I mean, you know,
You can imagine. I mean, the fire.
is he?
Look,
Is
did
he
it
done?
just break off in the? It
The
I
didn't-
whole
think he
thing is
broke the
done.
headphones.
it's just he's done. He's
He's
off.
fired
the show.
up.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if Brian
he's
did
so
that,
healed up. He's so healed up. The neck muscles exploded that wire right off the headphone jack.
I mean,
Does he got it?
I ripped
if
it
he
too
did
hard.
that to that headphone wire, imagine what he's going to do to Kit Osbourne's wrists.
You understand me? You understand me? Not only
in,
is my
Brian.
neck fine, not only is my
Fuck
neck
your shit,
fine,
King.
but I went into my local wood and I called to Tarzan Man, Tarzan Duran, and he came swinging through the branches.
Could you give us a little?
Came to me.
little
Oh,
You called him.
he
Called out.
and he came.
That wasn't a normal call. That was like
Tarzan.
I can't believe you, Brian. You
Oh, can you do it
called
one
the
more
man.
time?
Again, you want it? If
Yeah.
Tarzan, I'm not in the
Let's
woods, but
hear
you know,
it.
Tarzan might show up.
Yeah, 2
Let's
times.
You got to look up.
Huh?
You got to look up.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
do up
for
and to
that.
the left. Yeah,
Oh,
But not only did Tarzan come,
gaze out.
but we had a deep, deep conversation. And I have made him realize the error of his and Kit's ways.
Just a guy swinging up through the jungle, landing right in front of you with no shoes on
Monkey
and a
man.
loincloth.
when you know his call.
Yeah.
When you know his call, Pat.
You know the call, he comes. And he came. And we discussed. And he not only agrees with me that Kit is a piece of shit, but he will be my champion and avenge me for
Hold
the
on.
3 times that I was struck.
Wow.
But didn't this man slam your head near through the floor?
He slammed it, but he was he did not know what was going on. He thought that I was
He never knows.
fighting Kit. He thought that I was physically assaulting Kit.
Right, he
When I
didn't
was
realize.
just telling Kit that he's a piece of shit and he sucks.
Right.
That's all I was doing. I was I was showing him this.
All right. I mean, okay.
Okay.
You know,
No.
Sean, it's an interesting thing you bring up, and I think Pat, you mentioned some exclusive video for members where Tarzan Man was speaking in the backstage area with Hall of Famers, CZW Hall of Famers Blackout.
Mhm.
Maybe there's some insight into why, his side of things. No one's heard from Tarzan Man.
No.
No,
No
we
one's
need
heard from
to.
Tarzan Man.
He
I have
shaves
heard
his chest hair into a perfect triangle.
With the
I think
bone
you need to get
with
him
the
on.
bone of a dead animal is what he shaves his chest with.
Hey,
I think we
to
need to get that guy
everybody
on.
in the chat saying that Brian blew the spot, we should have practiced it. Joke's on you, because based off of me starting the show muted and the whole off the rail aesthetic we go for, we actually
That's all we
practice
do.
it the opposite way. Welcome
Yeah.
to wrestling, y'all. Flip, flop, snip, snap,
Yeah.
snip, snap. All right?
We
Don't
start the
practice shit.
show-
We're
Sorry it
improvisers
went
here.
over
We
your
improvise.
head. Sorry
we
it went
start
over
the
your head.
show. Rosemary's Baby's playing in the background.
We
you
wanted
understand what
to.
I'm saying? We don't give a
We
shit.
planned that.
Yeah, all of it.
Because we wanted to talk briefly about horror
Come here.
movies. Welcome to the show,
Yeah.
bitch.
Hey, you don't know how we give it up.
It's
My
a
kid is
bit.
Here.
It's all a bit. All right.
Everything.
Speaking of bits, I got to talk about some bits that we did, more specifically that I did, that went awry. And I'm very, very sorry. But last week, or no, 2 weeks ago now, we instituted an errors and corrections segment to the show.
Retractions?
Retractions. Blvd Bullies, retractions, corrections of errors. But now it seems as if there's been a secondary error in the corrections. So now it's another new segment, corrections of corrections. Okay? So
For all of my LGBTQ people out there, Happy Pride Month. It's like, and I They know what that means.
Okay. Thank you, Larry. So
that's an NIU.
To correct the corrections,
yes.
2 weeks ago, when we've been discussing Danny DeMonto showing up at Larry's home of New Fear City.
Oh my gosh, we're going back to this.
I'm sorry, Larry, but I got
Go ahead,
nameless, faceless, very well-informed, close source.
I don't know why we even have to bring it up.
The same source. Well, because, Larry, we are news, and we don't want to be called liars.
Go.
So the same source that told me whose idea it was for Danny to reveal himself as the Druid, that same source revealed to me that the person whose idea I said it was not, in fact, that person's idea. It actually turns out that that person didn't have any ideas. Probably since leaving the Blvd Bullies. But I digress. I just wanted to correct that correction. Steve sucks. I know you're out there. I know you're watching, or at least.
And if you're not watching, someone is going to send this to you.
A bad friend is probably going to be.
They're going to send it to you right away.
Bad viewer.
I actually saw Steve and Cass at the heavy metal show.
You were having a good time with them.
Dude, I was actually wearing my neck brace, and I wore my neck brace so my fiance would take care of me at the show.
Did they hurt
you? Huh?
Did they hurt you further?
Dude, they were very nice to me. They're very nice to me. They're cordial boys.
They're nice boys.
Hey, shout out to them. So that's why I want to make sure I don't want to report the news in an incorrect way because, nowadays, a lot of people come here. It's their destination viewing for what we're going to say about their friends.
It's how I get my news. Half the shit we talk about on here is news to me. For real. I'm like, what?
I just want to say I would hate for there to be any animosity or confusion, and it turns out that Steve Sucks didn't have an idea at all. So now that's corrected,
that he was going to be the no-ring referee that night, and as new as things were to me, they were new to him. But I thought that Ref Steve, because I consider him a Jace to Ref Pat.
Well, a Jace is a major discrediting of my own career.
I thought he was involved in the life.
Well, Larry, everything that you say after calling me a Jace is not being listened to by me. And I just wanted to. I don't want to get into.
He was a booker. I thought he was a booker.
I don't want to get into.
Yeah, I don't know why you even brought it up.
Who is right? Who's wrong? I wanted to correct. So let that correction stand corrected.
Let it be written. Let it be done.
And if next week it needs to be corrected, we will correct the corrected corrections. And it will go on like this forever. And I will never miss a chance to dump on every single one of you. Thank you. This is a public service announcement. The corrections are over, and it's time to talk about what we have all.
Thank God that was it.
Came here. Listen, Larry, I got to uphold the sanctity. We're going for a Web Emmy. A Wemmy.
A Wemmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of some of those YouTube plaques like the Young Bucks.
We got to get some plaques, dude. Sean.
Yeah. I got a couple.
Everyone is here.
But they're not YouTube based. I didn't do shit on YouTube yet.
I have no plaques.
Everyone is talking about one thing in the independent wrestling world, and that is the shithole known as Atlantic City.
Hey. Hey.
Are there nice
it's a terrible
parts?
place. It's a terrible place.
Are there nice parts? Is there like a mafia part, like a rich part, like a?
I just enjoy it.
It is nice. It is a nice destination getaway.
It reminds me of being.
It's a shithole
in the Lower East Side of New York City.
Lower East Side.
As a Puerto Rican walking down with a speaker, holding it with a handle.
Yes, I know what you mean, Sean. Yes.
Who's asking me for a quarter so they could get a cigarette?
I know what you mean, Sean. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Who's trying to push me and my brother and his two friends, and it's this old man, and he can barely push us, and we feel horrible, but we're just there laughing.
Yeah. You're
It's different though, because it's like a beach. There's like a beach vibe, so people are like, it's like a weird place, dude. I'm telling you.
It's like
beachy and messy. It's like a meth beach Las Vegas thing.
Meth beach Las Vegas.
If Coney Island had a love child.
It's kind of like Coney Island, but like weirder.
So
Coney Island had a love child with Down the Shore.
Which is where I was this past weekend.
That's it.
You were at Coney Island?
So, without further ado.
Yeah, boots on the ground.
I give you Ringside Sean's Boots on the Ground, Tournament of Survival 8, and Cage of Survival number to review. Sean, take us from the very beginning of your morning.
So you want Friday or Saturday morning? Because
I want to know if you had any interactions with Desert Eagle Brett Lauderdale, and if you did, how were they?
So I don't know if the dude knows who the hell I am, or if they watch the show.
But he knows who you are, Sean.
I don't know. Well, listen, I don't go there disrespectful. I go there. I spend some monies. I go inside. I'm a paid
Lauderdale likes that.
They all do.
I passed him. Like, I went down the aisle to greet a few people who were ringside, and he happened to be there with his doggy. And I passed by him, and there was nothing. We just walked by each other. That was it.
Was he calm?
He was calm, cool, collective, ready to take care of business.
What did he smell like, Sean?
The room reeked of a lot of just tequila. Somebody next to me was definitely sipping tequila, but he had a little doggy with him.
Was that his dog or Nick Cage's?
It was his dog. He has like a little like one of those not a bully, but a little French bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a gay calling card.
Yeah, he has. Oh, that's what they are.
The French bulldogs?
Is it?
Yeah, all the perverts own them.
Yeah,
were you always allowed to bring animals into wrestling shows?
I brought Fang.
He's Brett Lauderdale.
Brett the Hitman Lauderdale.
Showboat is pet friendly.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice.
You gotta be careful. There's fucking glass fucking on the floor in there.
I remember Brett as being a cat guy. I guess the cat passed. Reyes, his one cat passed away, so he's on to dogs.
Yeah, he got doggy.
Oh, he's on to dogs now.
Gotta get that dog some fucking shoes.
Sorry for interrupting, Sean. If you want to start from the beginning of Friday, we'd love to hear it. But I wanted to hear about your interactions with Brett Lauderdale because he's a polarizing figure in the community, and I didn't get to hear about it. I wanted to know if you interacted with the man, if he was flipping out, No,
man. He from what I remember, he was actually singing karaoke.
Wow.
The whole time?
Living that highfalutin.
Dude was living his best life playing with the karaoke machine. So I don't know what he was singing, but I know he was singing. Yeah.
Was he doing the Desert Eagle song? Was he doing the diss track?
Now that would be the move.
No Desert Eagle song. I don't know what he was singing, but it wasn't Desert Eagle.
Yeah, he's singing All the Way to the Bank is what he's singing.
Yo, dude, I'll be honest, it was dope. It was kind of weird walking by the carousel room and it just being a big golf course and a roller rink.
Looked like a lot of fun. Looked like a reason to go to AC if you do some bumper cars.
You got bumper cars, some roller skating, some mini golf with a Pac-Man head.
Looked like a reason to go.
That's where I would have been. I'd have been like, oh, fuck. Yo, this match sucks. Let's go play mini golf.
You wouldn't want to see Rina Yamashita?
No, well, what I would have done is I would have gotten wasted and played mini golf literally up until the main event and then just walked in for free. So that's the Bullies.
Everybody can do that.
It's a Bullies move, baby.
They don't know the Bullies.
So, TOS was dope.
Tell us about the
Tournament
venue.
of Survival was first. That was first, right?
Yeah. So Tournament of Survival was first, and it was not in the carousel room like it once was. It made its debut in the Terminal. Is what it's called. This is big.
I like that name. That name.
That's pretty cool. And it's
live at the Terminal.
Very big industrial space, very bright.
Not to be confused with Terminal 5, the worst venue of all time.
Horrible.
Great for a concert. Great for a concert.
Yeah, or great for like a future wasteland tribunal with everyone looking down on you.
Yes, a parliament.
Yeah,
a parliament
tribunal.
Yeah.
Sean, continue, Sean. Keep interrupting Sean.
Yes, Sean.
So, it's in this place called the Terminal. It's a nice, well lit, very well ventilated room.
Is it on the Showboat grounds or is this like a whole new spot? You guys
it's on the Showboat ground floor. So as soon as you enter, you make a right going towards the parking lot, and it just leads literally a hallway that leads straight into it. And you see this big,
huge fucking room, dude.
Yeah, it's a big white room that you just walk into.
It's very plain. That would be.
Yeah, but it's a new
in the white room.
It's a new construction venture, So let me tell you something. My prediction is that how many people were there? At least
700.
700 people. That's exactly.
700 people.
There had to be at least 700. If you told me 1,500, I would believe you.
Yeah.
But that room, as time goes on, they're going to put stuff around those pillars, and that they're going to one day call that the GCW room. I bet you. I'll eat anything you tell me. You want me to eat a mushroom 10 years from now? I will. All right?
Magical one?
It will eventually become the GCW room. I'm telling you. Because they're going to finance that whole fucking room. And you know what? The room got bigger, and they packed it the fuck out. Am I wrong, Sean? What are you thinking? What are you saying?
Listen, man, I'll be honest.
I think it's a stretch to fate they're going to name
They're
it.
going to call it the Lauderdale room.
So I'll be honest. I don't know if they'll name it the GCW room.
No,
or
Lauderdale
room,
probably.
But I'll lean more towards Pat on this one. I do feel that GCW's weight on that area of Jersey, especially the Showboat, is very dominant right now. And I think that moving forward, there's going to be a lot of people that come in to see Homecoming and all the other events that are going to be there. So when I'm standing there, I'm outside with my brother, and we're hanging out, and we're killing time before the show starts. People keep coming up to us, right? And it's like, hey, where do I get in? Hey, where do I do this? And it's like, we've never dealt with people asking us where to go in the Showboat. It's like you walk into the damn hotel, you look for it, and you just go. It was people looking to get comfortable around them, seeing people who are familiarizing themselves with the area. There were so many more fans there than they usually were. So many more fans.
Yo, do you
Not
think,
the casual viewer.
Do you think that TOS is like the new TOD and brings in?
I mean, that's exactly what the angle is, bro, for doing them back to back.
I don't know. So you think like...
Yeah, absolutely. You do know. One of the biggest pieces of feedback that I heard was that none of the matches had stipulations. They were just death matches, like a day of death matches, right? And part of what made TOD was you got a Caribbean pits of death match.
Derby.
You got a home run derby death match, light tube log cabins death match, whatever we could find in the back death match. And every time I would say that at the beginning of the match, people would you hit audible like, oh shit. What's that mean?
To be fair, would you think that maybe they're trying to not do that to just like completely steal TOD?
Well, they're trying to probably make their own way.
Because if they do that, then it's just TOD, you know?
Yeah. But I mean,
the two biggest calendar shows in CZW's history were TOD and COD, but they were opposite seasons. By doing them back to back, they're basically like, yeah, we're the new CZW.
Yeah.
Those two big shows that y'all all used to come out to see. Pat, how many years you and I were together before we even knew each other? Yeah. Because you and your homies from New York used to travel to Philly for the fucking
the thing we would look forward to.
It was a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Now he has those people, right? Has those that core of people that are willing to make a pilgrimage. And by laying that flag of June Kasai as a surprise, unannounced surprise.
June Kasai as a surprise was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's got the fans. Wild. He's got the fans. He's got the money, and he's got that the CZW, that passion. And DJ's just doing shows in Harvard, Grace, Maryland with nobody coming.
You know, I didn't watch. I'm probably out of the three of us, I watched the least closely. But just from the clips.
I didn't see shit.
Well, okay. So me and you both then. But I just saw the clips.
You and me, yeah. We were fucking. We're in relationships.
So I will say that like
we're in relationships where come on. It's not easy.
Well, I mean, so are these two guys. We're all
true indeed. Well said, Patrick, yes.
Anyway, Larry, you threw me off here.
I'm sorry. Now we'll have a Rob Black moment where we all just get silent. We should do Rob Black moments where there's just
you want to do 45? 45? And another thing. Let me tell you.
Oh, come on. It's not even like that.
Dude, there's
often like some shuffling. There's like a chair moving or like some clicking. I'm like, oh, Rob's doing something right now.
Is he doing something? I imagine him just standing there.
Dude, one time he's had a customer come in and had to sell things while he was doing the show. He's sitting at his job. He's like sitting at his job.
How real is that? Real minute shit.
Anyway,
Real
Sean, take us
Italian.
back. Take us back in time.
Shit.
So it was a big ass concrete room. It looked like it looked like a Home Depot without the products.
Yeah, legit. It just looked like
a Planet Fitness, if you will.
It looked like a space where, as a promoter, you can imagine and create. And I think that's the cool thing about it is that now being given that space, you're given endless opportunity with what you want to do. And we all know, like, their war game matches usually held in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't have to be just held in Chicago now. Now there's something they can bring to Atlantic City where people flock to because people want to be in AC for GCW. They want to see these matches. They want to be there on Sunday because now, believe it or not, the Sunday shows are almost as bigger as the Saturday, if not kind of better. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Sean, with all of that you just said, how do you think Danny DeMonto feels seeing a weekend like this go down, knowing that he is the one that finagled JCW out of Ricchio's grasp, and he is the one that brought Brett Lauderdale and me and Pinky Sanchez in to be his guys? You guys are going to be my guys. How do you think Danny DeMonto feels seeing how far Brett has stretched his leg out? The Bocce boys were there. Mittens is always there. Casey Catal, you know?
Yeah,
Not to kind of spill us into the deathmatch drama section of our show, but, like, imagine the you know what I'm saying? That this motherfucker is looking at these images and people and just, like, knowing that he's the one that fucking paved the road.
Hey, I think I'm fucking frozen. So
are you?
With that, I'm going to go to a quick...
You are frozen.
Intermission. I fucked it up. So give me 1 second.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Yo, I'm mad sorry. I froze. Just as the topic was getting juicy. And listen, once again, if you are a hate watcher, I just want to ask you, please, personally, don't just screen record. Just share the link with the time signature and make the person that's day you're ruining watch the ad and give us 1 cent. Let's get back to the boots on the ground. But before we do that, Brian, can you give us a giveaways update?
That's right.
Giveaways update. The highest super chat gets the Takeda signed card,
which is currently $20.
$20.
20 pesitos.
We got the unsigned John Wayne Murdoch. Unsigned.
That's Urka, right? Urka got that, right?
Urka will be getting that, and she also requested the photo of Kit Osbourne in the Argyle sweater, so that's what she's getting.
And then there's also the duo set. You get both games.
Get the $1. Get them. Somebody
get that for $1.
Ask me a question.
Dude, I think there was 3 super chats. There wasn't only 2.
Were there 3? I thought we had just a membership.
I think
Well,
so.
you'll be able to see at the end of the show.
Oh no, you know
that.
what? Bruiser Cab $4.99.
Bruiser Cab.
Yes,
$1.99. Okay,
so
good.
1 cent less than Urka. He is receiving both 2K17 and 2K18 for an Xbox that he might not own.
And by the end of this show, one lucky super chat sender will get these signature Brian Ginsburg drumsticks. They are fat on both ends because
that's the bonus.
I hit like a monster.
And if you don't realize, Brian ripped his neck brace and his audio cable out. It was all a planned thing that we wanted to happen. And he has challenged Kit Osbourne, and the champion, the trial by combat champion, will be Tarzan. Because, Brian, you went into the woods and said what?
Oh!
Exactly. And they talked it out, man to man.
Summoned him.
Jeans to loincloth. And they fucking figured it out. So Tarzan Man apologized for pushing Brian, blamed Kit, and now there's a face-off in the works.
Didn't have to get any lawyers involved. I knew in my heart I would not have to get any lawyers involved, and the man would understand.
And that he did.
Kit, right? He did. He just understood, and now he's a friend of the Bullies.
Friend of the Bullies, everybody. Hey, and if you want to be
and if you become a member of the Bullies, you can see some exclusive footage of Tarzan Man just this past weekend, giving some Hall of Famers the rundown. I want to keep pushing that because I'm boots on the ground.
That was before I spoke with Tarzan.
Larry is a boots on the ground CCW Hall of Famer, so he knows a thing or two.
I am.
Yeah. So, Sean, tell us about how the big.
How do y'all think Danny DeMonto felt?
Well, to be quite honest,
with all of his stars on the show?
To GC, you're closest to Lauderdale, Gins. In more ways than one, you're closest to ICW. What do you think it felt like to watch?
DeMonto, he's a pillar of positivity, so he was just standing there cheering it on. He was cheering it on.
Did DeMonto send out one of his tweets like saying, "You done it, little buddy"?
No, I don't know. I stopped following him because he said it was on site once he sees the Blvd Bullies.
That's not good, Papa.
That's what he
He's
said.
Gonna fight us?
I don't know. That's what he said. On site. On site was the words that he posted on public social media, and then he kicked me and then I was kicked out of the group that I was partaking in.
Well, I guess, Sean, your boots on the ground is going to have to go into pause because this is a great segue into deathmatch drama.
We didn't talk about any of the Tournament of Survival.
Yeah, let's at least give it some shine.
Well, Brian, you fucking
Rina Yamashita winning was
take
my
it over.
favorite.
No. Take it over. Take it over. We'll come back to it. We'll find a way back.
This is yours. This is yours.
Sean, we want you to talk.
You were literally there, and that shit was insane.
All I did was bully you into talking about Brett. I bullied you into talking about Brett.
And then Brian bullied you into
we're bullies, goddammit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not pissed. I don't give a shit, man. I'm just happy to be here and with my deathmatch family.
That's the attitude, Bri.
Fuck him.
All right, well, Sean, I'm going to put a pause on your boots on the ground review because I want to talk to you, Brian, about all this fucking bullshit you just said. You already opened up a new chapter that I want to explore. You said a whole bunch of crazy shit right there. We're seeing people in the chat saying that they got booted from the thing too. I don't even know what you're fucking talking about.
Oh, I get DMs every day. Dude, not every day. Every week I get a different DM from somebody that is like,
Sean, I'm so sorry.
Dude. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please. Larry, tell me about the deathmatch drama DMs that you get every day. And I just want to apologize again to you, Sean.
I don't want to be hyperbolic.
No, go off, Larry.
Well,
and we'll just hit him with the corrections of the corrections later on. Just say whatever.
If I could be on my phone, I would name names. But I have four messages for different folks who have been like, yo, look at the way DeMonto's talking to me when I've spent so much money in this shit already. Or like, yo, look at the way DeMonto's talking to me because a package got missing. And like, I'm trying to just find out what we do about it. And he's like shitting on me, me just asking. And granted, a lot of these individuals are fans of pro wrestling, they are not lying, because Brian knows a lot of people spend a lot of money on those fire sales and that stuff, and we're always seeing.
I just purchased the card set. I literally, even after he spoke shit to me, I still bought it, dude. I don't give a fuck. I want that shit.
Yeah, but that's what weirdos like you do.
I'm weird. I mean, whatever, bro.
They are wrestling fans, okay? Which means essentially that they're gonna buy.
Yeah.
They're not swearing off wrestling because of one shitty interaction. They're not like, I'm never watching. They're watching, they're buying.
Yo,
okay?
New member 41 down says all caps, me. He talked to me like a POS over a simple question about merch.
Now, what exactly is a POS?
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Dude, I'm gonna pull back the curtain even a little more, bro.
Oh boy.
I've had nothing but cordial direct messages with Daniel DeMonto. Like my last interaction with the boy behind doors was nice. We said nice things to each other, and then he completely just shit on me and kicked me from the room.
Where did the on-site comment come from?
Because I was promoting our show. I posted our show, Blvd Bullies versus the World, and I put it like a little post on the ICW page. And it wasn't the first time I've ever done it. I've done it before, and this time he got upset. He tagged the Bocce Boys, and he tagged people, and then said shit. He said on site. And that whatever.
Oh, he was like getting people to like want to beat you.
And I think, but before he deleted the whole post and then kicked me out of the whole fucking room.
Oh, so somebody said,
exiled is how I like to put it.
Well, I mean, let me just be the first one to say.
41 down, and then my boy Simon from LA.
Oh, we're saying the names now. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, I know Simon. We're born on the same day. He's on November 29th, like you and I, Sean. So he's my, yeah. So, yeah, I know Simon, okay? Him and two other people. And this has all been within the span. I think I got the first one of these. I got the first one of these on my way out to LA for California too. And I'm like getting on the plane. I'm like, I get these screenshots. And it's like, yo, can you believe this? And yeah. A lot of people have been like coming to me, maybe because I have an audience with Rob Black and Rob Black can't stand DeMonto, maybe because I left the DeMonto camp. So, they're like, yeah, I can kind of see how that wasn't the best place for you, just based off of the strength of the way that I'm being spoken to when I've been nothing but a loyal, whatever. But they're fans. They're not going nowhere. They love Satu Jim. Huh. They love Hoodfoot. They love John Wayne Murdoch. And Danny's providing them to see it. So,
I'll never stop watching those motherfuckers. No one will ever stop me.
I don't watch because it's hurt. It's painful to watch for me. I don't watch ICW.
It's different for you. It's different for you. That's different. You weren't a fan. You weren't just a fan. You're not just a fan.
Yeah, I love Rich. I love to see Rich and see him, use curse words in a tuxedo. I think that's very on brand with Larry. So I don't really watch it, but I don't watch GCW either. I haven't watched GCW since my last show there.
Dude, I still watch it. I'm gonna watch everything, and not one person is gonna ruin my motherfucking good time. And my
good time was watching the Blvd Bullies versus the World and AR Fox's WWA 4 shows. Those are the shows that like I wouldn't miss. My wrestling and Cornette. I love Cornette. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Clap it up. That was for me as a fan with all of the things that I can digest out there. I would watch that, and sometimes I like the original programming of IWTV to play in the background.
Oh,
you feel me? I like Tank and the Reverend doing a card like ask me 20 questions. I like hearing that in the background, or the Mass Wrestler. Not to suck my own dick over here, but the Mass Wrestler. I'll let that play in the background and see it was Atticus or whoever,
or even Rosemary's Baby.
And I was watching la 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 la. I was watching that, yeah. I'm playing it in the background, but if you know that movie, just hearing it is watching it.
All right. I mean, are we done with the deathmatch
I
drama?
never talk.
Brian,
I don't know who this person Colton Ryder Holland is, but I never spoke shit. Oh, I might. I mean, one because they sent me the tarnished Brandon Kirk card. I paid money for the signed Brandon
with a
Kirk card.
With the seagull signature, like a fucking the way you make seagulls.
That was the only thing that I never talk shit. I've only ever gotten my shit. I've only gotten my shit on time. Maybe a poster was bent. The poster might have been bent. Whatever.
Happens.
But dude, I partook and I spent mad money and I never talked so much shit. Whatever. I digress.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, a lot of the times when you tell it like it is, people are like, he's talking shit. No, I'm telling you exactly the way that when I was an announcer, the way that Brett used to talk to me. The way that he used to talk to me if I fucked up or it wasn't like, the right way. All that friendship shit was out the window. So no, I'm not just complaining to shit on anybody I'm telling you the truth.
All right.
I just
we
want
don't lie
like
here
Rob
full of
Black.
our bullies.
Rob Black
We are
gets out there and
honest
tells the
bullies.
fucking truth. Yeah, honesty is the best practice.
People that tell the truth are sometimes considered bullies.
Yeah,
just
but
because they're telling the goddamn truth.
Well, the problem, as I'm sure all of you know, and all who are watching know, is that everybody thinks that they're right. So
right.
To them, they're not bullies.
Fact.
So that's what
Right.
we've done here. I like to personally do two things. Number one, embrace my exile and just sit at home and host this show. And number
It's
two,
silly. You
talk
can do
all
whatever
the
you want.
shit I want about the things that I watch with you, my friends. Brian, I think this should be a lesson to you because you flew too close to the sun. Larry exists there now. It's too late for him. Sean.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm in till death.
He's
You know what,
toasted.
baby? I love the fucking heat.
Oh,
dude.
Jesus Christ.
I
With
will
the
fly
signs.
into
With
the
the
sun.
signs now.
I will eat it. I'm going to eat the sun. Sun eater.
There's still hope for Sean, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. Me, I'm completely retired. I really
I don't like this kind of talk.
And I really don't appreciate
I don't,
you
Pat.
guys.
Larry, you're gonna fly right into
I
the
want
sun
you
with
there. If RJ's there, if Mittens is there, if Chris Grasso's there, I want you there.
Hey,
Dude, now you know what? I love RJ and I love Mittens and I love the Bocce Boys. I love all people that love wrestling.
so let me ask you a question, Brian. You stupid, stupid idiot. You said something about going to the No Ring show, which, you shouldn't do.
He always goes.
And you said something
Cass
about
told
it.
me that I should be. I was literally with Cass, the man himself. And
Yeah,
he
but now-
told
now-
me
now
that
it's
Danny
on-
DeMonto would not harm me.
But you said it's on site for you.
Yeah, it's on
On
site.
site. I mean,
Oh God! You know what's gonna happen, Brian?
Well,
You've now opened yourself up to just like improvisationally be thrown into any kind
I'm
of
an
whatever.
improv all-star, don't you know?
oh, yeah, great job,
I guess
Brian.
we're all gonna find out now, Brian.
Let me tell you
picked up
something.
For that, what would you do if the DeMonto driver? What would you do if he all of a sudden grabbed you and tried to DeMonto driver you off?
You know,
What's he
I'm
gonna
getting
grab
upset
me
now.
for? That-
I'm kind of
that
getting
would be
upset.
Serious physical assault, brother.
You know what?
That would be insane. Insanity.
Well, he said on site.
He said on site, dude.
Man, you know what? I'm getting a little
That's a good
upset
band.
now.
On site is a good band.
I'm getting a
That's
little
what's on
upset.
Pat, do you know what that means? You should be that up that.
Brian,
bitch.
what does on site mean to you? What?
It means when someone sees you, you're gonna get the
I
hands.
think I might have to finally, right now on this episode, cut a promo on Brian.
Oh man.
I'm getting a little bit upset right now, Brian.
Me?
Yeah, you know what, Brian? Yeah, I think I am. I think I actually am.
What I do?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
How about this, buddy? How about this? Just stay home and relax. Stay the hell out of it, okay? Mr. Improv, okay?
I love
Mr.
wrestling.
Admin. Why don't you just
People take
keep it in
shit too
check?
serious.
It's my house.
I'm gonna
Pat.
tell you,
By his house.
my friend,
Brian.
my fucking Generation Z friend. You stay home and go to sleep early,
Brian,
and
let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
go to the
Oh
goddamn
my
wrestling
God.
show and lose my mind. is
Yeah,
what I'm
Brian,
doing.
I think that's the problem
I
here.
think you should go. I think you should go, Pat. I've already said.
I'm not
I think
going.
You should go just so you can troll.
I'm
And
not
be like,
going.
I heard on
I'm not
site.
going.
Where's
I'm
the
not
on site?
Let me tell you something. That
I
is
didn't
so.
say it. I wasn't I didn't threaten.
Just keep in mind who.
I didn't threaten.
Just keep
Yeah,
in
we
mind
bullied
who
him.
took us to the low road in the first place, and there is none
I'm a
lower
high
than
road
me,
boy. I'm
and
a
there
high
is
road man.
none lower
Yeah,
than me.
it's-
However, going to
There's
that
none
show,
lower.
Brian, is beneath me. Okay, and let me tell
That's
you
because you were the booker.
something, buddy. All right, let me tell you something.
I'm
buddy.
there for We come for Larry.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do, Brian. Welcome. Hey, happy first year in the biz, buddy. Listen, let me tell you
It's
something.
at least my second year.
Let me tell you something, okay?
Your debut was the
What
Shrek
happened?
Show.
What happened to Larry when Larry formed a relationship and thought everything was cool and let his guard down? Oh, Danny DeManto shows up just in the place that Larry works. Oh, and then the guy who hires Larry, Larry's boss, goes, "Oh, sorry, brother." You know? Oh, pat on the back. And Brian, what you are now doing is that to me. Just the way that I told Cass, hey, I don't want to hang out with this person, this person, and this person. And every single fucking time it was like, hey, sorry, brother. Okay? That is what you are now doing. So if you want to go get involved and get... Larry, what's the name of Danny Mando's completely unsafe and shitty finishing maneuver? Larry's frozen. Larry's fucking gone.
The Devonta, am I?
No, I thought... Oh, no, you're
You're
just
good.
frozen in real life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am. I'm frozen in this.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
very
so-
upset right now.
Are you
I'm very-
banning me? Are you banning me from the event?
No, you could go to the event too, but like I just want you to know that I'm absolutely sickened by you. Okay?
What he's saying is you're a double dealing. You're double dealing for the love of the game.
Yeah, and you are
And
going
at
down
the
the
level
path.
that- and at the-
You are going down the fucking rookie path of being seduced by stupid people.
I'm not seduced. What am I
You
being
are
seduced?
absolutely fucking
I'm
seduced.
going to scream.
You are
I'm
seduced
going
and under
to
the spell.
scream.
Why don't you wake up, grow up,
No
buddy?
one's paying me. No one's paying me, dude. I'm not under
I mean,
anybody's
You know what,
do-
Brian? I'm going to give you
He can do-
$50.
Listen,
Show me some money. Then I'll be
know.
under a spell, dude.
I know. Listen, I know exactly what you're talking about, Pat, and it's because like I'm 20 years in the game.
Absolutely
And now
unacceptable
and you-
behavior.
And you, Pat, are like 10. You're like 10. You're like a decade of
Hey,
destruction up in this
let's not
bitch.
even say 10. You know,
He's
I've
an
been
old
learning
man.
as I'm going. But thank
Okay,
you.
well, you got some. You
You're
got
in the
some years
senior
under your
citizen
belt.
home with
So what?
Nick Gage and fucking
But you see what
Zan.
happens. What happens, Brian, is you see like someone coming up on the low ski. Like, let's say for me, someone like a J Rose, right? And I see all the potential in the world for J Rose to be like a formidable, force, like right alongside me, doing the things that I do and standing for the things that I stand for. And then what does he do? He goes out there and he marks out like he's on the other side.
Exactly.
And what I'm doing is I'm shaking this little motherfucker and I'm saying, look, don't you realize you're with me now? So we gotta act like we're in this thing together. You can't be acting like him. And that sometimes that comes out really harshly to the point that people were like, "Oh, Pat, leave him alone. He's just a baby.
He's just a
But no.
boy. He's just a
Yeah,
positive boy.
but
No!
I know where he's coming from.
Unacceptable
I
behavior.
empathize with it. But hey, at the end of
You
the
would
day,
have did the
Brian,
same shit if you were
At the
me.
end of the day, Brian, you said we're support. I come for Larry. And
I
Larry's still
come
getting
for
paid.
Larry.
Larry's still
Larry,
getting
wait a
paid
second.
off this
Larry,
shit.
are you doing-
Larry's still getting paid off this shit, and that means that we're right up there with Blvd Bullies merch if y'all want it. Right next to
understand
mine
me?
in the fucking Kingsland, and we're making money.
That makes me
Understand?
utterly sick. Larry, are you doing
It'll
this
be
show?
right there next to Wrestling Sucks merch. I'm getting a video. Wrestling Sucks merch.
Oh
Larry
my
Lines
God.
merch,
You
Blvd
disgust
Bullies
me.
merch,
You
all in the
absolutely
same
make me
motherfucking
sick.
video.
Look at Sean's face.
Stream's
Sean doesn't even know
over.
what to say.
Show's over. Hey, everybody, welcome to Boulevard
It's only
Bullies.
just begun.
It is the last show ever. I swear to fucking God, all right? This
420
time I'm
episode,
serious.
420
420,
episode.
baby.
Paddle, calm down. You
This
should
time
come.
I'm serious. This is the last fucking episode of this goddamn show. Brian, what are the giveaways right now?
Yeah.
For the last
These
show
fucking
ever.
piece of shit video games.
Hey, if you want that,
I thought somebody got those.
$4.99.
everything's claimed right now.
$4.99.
Well, they just have to send more money, and then they'll get.
So if someone
prizes.
does $5,
So we
they
got
get that, right?
$4.99 for that. $5 for the next thing,
501.
which is this. John Wayne Murdoch,
Not signed,
teardrop
but
pose
a teardrop
card.
body. Teardrop, yep.
And then number 1 is $20 for this one.
Oh, what's the back?
The Takeda Series
photo?
1
I think it's
signed.
low key. That's low key, right?
Unbelievable.
Low-key?
Amazing.
Oh, nice, yeah.
That's the match from
Brian, do us a
Volume
favor,
1.
Brian.
Yes.
Brian, read us that description.
Why don't you go on
card.
vacation or something, Brian?
Want me to go on vacation? I can't. I can't.
Listen,
I have
Why
a
don't you
job,
just go on
goddammit.
vacation? Why don't you just go take a karate class or something? Get your aggressions out like a normal person.
One punch. I don't need karate. Just one punch. Dude.
Stop bullying and let
God
Brian
damn
read
it,
the
Brian.
card.
With your sides.
Why
Want me to
don't you come, Pat?
I will not
you
come.
come?
I'm not leaving this goddamn
We
chair.
come for Larry, goddammit, and
No,
I'll
you're
let
an
me
idiot.
read
You're a
it.
goddamn idiot.
Said take a karate.
I hope Danny DeManto beats you up. How about that? I just said it. I
Oh
hope
my
he beats you up.
God.
And you know what? You're
Then
going
he's
to
gonna
be caught
come-
in
then he's-
you're gonna be caught in an unsafe angle, and I'm not going to be there to save you, Brian.
Dude,
Okay?
you're never there. You've never been there.
No, yeah. I'm not. I'm not there.
Let me read this, goddammit. One of the best the land of the rising sun has to offer.
This is
A
boring.
student of the crazy monkey Jun Kasai and former MMA fighter, Takeda is a perfect fit for the no-holds-barred style. Once the world opens back up, I think we will see a lot more of the crazy kid in between the chains and maybe
Brian's
even
actually reading from his
inside the
diary.
cage.
He's reading from his diary right now.
Yeah, my
Written
diary.
by the struggles.
Oh,
All those written by the struggles.
It's a good one.
And hey, also a goddamn motherfucking lie because we never start Takeda back and no holds barred once the world opened back up ever again.
Hey, God bless. $20.
$20.
So, Sean, you were at Tournament of Survival. How'd that go?
I was.
Yeah, let's get the boots on the ground thing.
It was
Keep going.
phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It was great. It was a
Did
lot
you
of
sell our merch there?
I didn't sell any merch. I went there
slacker.
I
went there.
Larry's talking about bringing our merch and selling it at the cash show.
I went there solely as a fan to do the final PWJ stuff.
Final? You're
Yeah.
finishing out your contract with him?
Oh, they're
Yeah,
finishing
that's
out their closing shop.
Yeah, we closed shop. That's it. PWJ is
So you had to get some prints.
Yeah, we had to finish our last ones, and
Was Sawyer nice?
no, we didn't cross paths with Sawyer. We didn't cross paths, but she had a hell of a weekend, I'd say.
She got a double choke slam with Casey
had a-
Catal.
She had
That
a
was
double,
dope.
nice little double choke slam spot. That was pretty cool. I heard she was
She
sick.
laid there like she was dead.
I heard she was sick, and she was actually my pick to win, and she didn't win.
She was sick, like actually like ill, or she was like dope.
Like diarrhea.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know about diarrhea, but I heard she was feeling a little ill.
Oh,
Like
she was under the weather. She was under the weather.
weather.
You should have helped her,
Like the
doctor.
flu.
Fucking
My boy
DMD,
said
Sean.
Doesn't give a
diarrhea.
damn.
Nobody's confirmed that it's been diarrhea.
It has
Well,
not
I'm
been
saying
confirmed
sick
that
like
it's
diarrhea. I'm not saying it was diarrhea.
Well,
I'm saying sick like,
I don't think-
vomiting,
I don't think-
diarrhea,
I haven't heard
nausea,
that.
heartburn, all that shit. Sweats.
Yeah. What
The meat
else happened?
sweats. The meat sweats.
The entire TOS show, I feel like it could have been better.
Was Brandon
weapon-wise,
Kirk there?
Brandon Kirk was there. Brandon Kirk took on Low Life Louie at the JCW event later on that evening. He was scheduled to face Madman Pondo, but Madman Pondo wasn't there, and Low Life
Madman
Louie
Pondo
accepted.
announced that he was going to be at XPW in New Jersey in July.
Well, I'm hyped to see that because Pondo's cool. But it was sad we didn't see the Madman, but Low Life Louie took his spot. Akira wound up helping him. It was a bit of a confusing match. Nobody knew if it turned into a triple threat match or a handicap match. So it was just very like topsy-turvy. 1, 2, 3. Louis wound up winning, and that was the end of that JCW show. But as far as going back to the TOS stuff, I feel like it was very lax. Like there wasn't many like weapons and stuff used. What do you think, Brian?
Well, I would say that I enjoyed the matches. I dislike that there was no stipulations, as we said, but also the fact that Rena, I was so stoked when Rena won, but then Jun Kasai just like completely overshadowed her winning that shit.
Now this is my question for you guys. Now, Pat, I don't know if you know this, Larry, you too, but what's this guy's name? All Heart Blake Christian. He cashed in. And
I know this.
He's
And
actually
what-
the new GCW World Champion.
What did
so-
he physically
this.
cash in? What was it like a?
He won that ladder match where you grab the ring. You know that thing that AEW does? Brett's been doing that since Janela's lost in New York.
He did
where
a
you
Rumble.
grab the ring and you cash it in.
What is it? What
It was-
what physical
So
thing is
in
it?
January,
It didn't look like he cashed. It didn't look like he cashed in anything. He pretended to be a
pointed
security
at
guard.
his wrist.
Stop.
That's the universal sign that I've won that thing, and now it's time.
He had a
to
bracelet.
Cash in, yeah.
Yeah.
So he cashed in,
that shit.
stomps Masha's head in, and yeah, he wins the belt.
What
But
like
the
in
thing
like a
is-
second?
Curb stomped him.
And like you know, like a minute or two, minute and change.
Huh.
It was very Seth Rollins cashing in during Mania 31 with Brock and Roman.
Oh jeez.
Very like similar.
Oh,
to
how
that.
dare you compare that to that, Sean?
I'm saying the way
That's
it
like
went
the
down.
best Money in the Bank cash in ever.
I'm saying the way it went down and the time spent in the ring from when the guy got in the ring to when he got out and left with the belt. That's what I'm saying.
Sean,
I'm
I'm
not comparing
do you think
it.
that people
as far as
got what was
caliber.
going on? Was there like murmurs of like what is going on, or do you think that everyone immediately was like, oh shit? Oh,
Everybody there knew what the fuck was going on. Everybody knew what was happening, and that's like it brings me back to like they're bringing in different people who are watching from like outside and who are actually interested in it. You know what I'm saying? So this is like stuff that like people actually care about watching. This whole Blake Christian stuff has been happening since January when he actually won the Battle Royal. So it's like when they come back to Jersey, they
Oh, it
touch
was the
base
world-
on
it
this
was
stuff again.
The Hammerstein Ballroom is where he won this deal. At the World
Oh,
on GCW, I guess.
No. This was back in January when they
that
they
was-
had
That
the
was
show
January. That was
in the
January.
Showboat. So that was the Sunday show. It was a Battle Royal.
Okay, whatever. He's the champion. Pat.
Yeah.
He
There
went
you
to
go.
go pee, I think. I think he didn't want to interrupt us and he went to go pee.
So yeah, he actually wins the belt. But the thing I want to
He's
say
fine
about
right
that
now.
kind of stood out to me most was the fact that Rena's wins, not on her wins, but her bouts were interrupted Saturday night and Sunday. Saturday, Jun Kasai made his, long-awaited re-debut back in GCW, and then Sunday night, her title match is interrupted by Blake Christian, and she winds up not actually winning the title. Everybody thought
Did it become?
Rena was going to walk away with the title. She didn't. Blake Christian did.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Did that match end or did it become a triple threat match?
It automatically became a triple threat because he cashed
So
in
nobody
whatever it
had
is that he
won. There was no winner of the match. He just
Not-
interrupted the match.
He interrupted
Rena
the
had
match,
just
yeah.
has Rena put her down? Had Rena done something to put her down or put them both down when he came in?
Yep. So basically his music hit and Masha's up. Masha's ready to put her away. So everybody's looking at the entrance and Masha's just standing there looking, waiting for him to come out.
I
Obviously,
don't
he
know
doesn't
why
come
people
out.
just stand there and look.
So then I'm
They're
staring at the
making
wing.
movies, Larry.
So now I'm
I
waiting
know.
for him to come in the ring. And guess what? They played me because now I'm waiting to see. He doesn't show up. A few minutes later, he shows up dressed in all black, does his thing, and winds up walking away with the belt. So
Yeah, but do you feel me by saying that it completely takes away from like they're trying to be like with the women and have the women go over, but then both nights they both got shat on basically.
yeah, I mean, like Rena's
And they've
now-
been putting over Masha so hard. They put her over so hard. She beat
But-
everybody.
Dude, I think that it's like you have to give them that, and then to show them that you're not alienating them by giving them that, you have to then come hard with this.
Mhm.
It's, you know what I mean? It's like it's very similar to like, I hate to put it in these terms, but like this country and like, oh, here, Blue, you go ahead and run things for a little while, but don't you forget Red's coming back. Big Red's coming back. I get a turn too. All right, Red, you had a turn for a little while. Give it on back over here to Blue for a little bit. Blue's gonna run with the ball, and that's all that it is. It's like
Mhm.
I understand that people really shit hard on the fact that Masha, not that she won, but the way that she won over Gage. And I felt that people thought, oh, this is just a posturing thing because who runs the world, girls? Who runs the world, girls? And we got a show girls is legit. Well, guess what? All y'all who was shitting on that, guess what? Now we're gonna have fucking guys come in and just beat these women all the way down and be like, Bob. So he's masterfully doing it.
I think now they go back to where they started in January, and it was Masha and Blake, because after Masha won, you remember she got beat up by Blake in the ring, and then Akira ran in the ring and tried to save her. So it's like
That's right,
That
Sean. And you
completely
told us
shits
your
on
boots
Rena
on.
though.
Yeah.
I know. And Brian gets the answer. Yeah, I know.
So it's like
she literally just won TOS.
Mhm.
First woman to win a tournament like that ever, basically, right? A tournament a tournament of death, and fucking
survival.
She didn't even lose. She didn't even lose the next night. So if she's not involved in that title picture, it would be highly disappointing.
Well, Brian, you got to think
ridiculous.
bigger picture. You got to think bigger picture. They're already going to Japan. Rena's probably going to get her comeuppance in Japan.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like, look, the GCW championship has now changed hands in another country. There was a Japanese
she's technically
title.
a champion. She's technically the extreme champion.
Yeah. He's doing it right.
He's doing it right. Like I said, we have Homecoming coming up. Homecoming's very big. You remember what happened with Cardona at Homecoming? He won the title from Gage. Roof almost blew off that place. Who's to
Cardona's
say that Jun
so
Kasai is not going to be back?
That's what really. I think that's what really was like all eyes on GCW. I know Janela's spring break really was like the coverage, but when Cardona did that shit, and the way that fucking place looked, I was seeing it everywhere.
Well, and they tried to recreate it even this weekend.
It was good. The amount of trash, the trash was nice. I appreciated it. I was happy to see the amount of garbage.
Sean, I love it. I want to pose.
Someone can get hurt.
Someone can get hurt, Larry. Someone hit me with a tube at the last show.
Yeah, well, you're a bully.
I'm just saying, everybody, like, you just get hit by a little beverage.
That's what he is. He's an agitator.
Hey, Sean, I want to ask you a question, and thanks for continuing the show. While I once again went to pee, I tried to make sure that my butt was concealed this time. So, thank you, everyone, for watching.
You just gotta get your peas out before we start.
I know. I should have went before we left the house, you know.
But you do a lot for this show, so I understand.
Hey, you know what?
We'll get you a catheter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Brian, before we get to what the super chats and all those things are at, Sean, I want to ask you a question that has been on my mind. Do you think that GCW angers their fans too much in hopes to, like, recreate the garbage in the thing? Like, you know, it's like the bad guy always seems to, the good guy never seems to reign for a long period of time. And it's always like a guy who angers the GCW fans to the point of throwing the garbage. Or is it all just part of it, and everybody just wants to wear the Hawaiian shirts and go do their thing over there and wear their nice sneakers?
Hey, watch talk about the sneakers, right? I think it's legit. Like, every part of that room has its own energy. Like, there's just so many characters in there. Everybody in there just holds their own weight differently. And, like, you have a motherfucker who stands in the corner. It's like, you know what?
CZW.
I have a beer in my hand and I don't like to finish.
Pat, you know,
I'm gonna look at my boy. Guess what? I'm gonna throw it. I had a close friend of mine. I'm not gonna say who it was. Goes to the bathroom. Match is still going on. Goes to the bathroom. Takes all the toilet paper from all the stalls, puts it in his book bag, and he comes back to, he's like, look, I'm ready. And I'm like, why? He's like, you ready to throw? I'm like, well, I'm not throwing this in the ring.
Was this Brian?
Why?
Throw that shit, damn it. What are you, fucking crazy?
Was it Brian?
It was Brian.
It was your buddy Griffin, wasn't it?
It wasn't the Griffinator, no.
Dude, I guarantee you your brother was right next to you throwing everybody else's shit, too.
Oh, no. Dude. My brother was right next to me. And yeah, listen, man, my brother is a saint. That's all I will say. My brother is a saint, huh?
Your brother is a saint.
Yeah, y'all are not gonna be throwing shit.
No,
dude, your brother was right next to me at XCW, screaming obscenities.
I have been at so many Tournament of Deaths back in the days. I've been to it all, and I have never once thrown. Well, maybe one time. Maybe.
Dude, you were with me, dude, at ICW when Mance Warner beat Casanova Valentine. We all threw our drinks. You threw yours too.
I don't remember that.
Shut your goddamn
I don't know if
trap.
I remember that.
I have it on DVD. We'll
DVD?
find the tape. Yeah, I have it on it.
Dude,
I have it on 8-track.
Hold on. Longtime viewer and member, my boy. And Larry, you know this guy, Logan Stein.
Indeed.
Love Blake is champion. He has so much heat right now. After those women put in so much work, he stole it, and the fans were livid. So it was working for Logan. Was it working for you, Brian?
Well, the way he puts it, it's like better because of just like the heat that he garnered from it. But I still am I still wish that it was more focused on the women.
So you're marking out, but you're buying it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, I'm a mark, dude. I'm a mark for the wrestling.
I'm saying Brett is doing it masterfully. He's giving them this, then he's giving them that. He's giving them this, and he's giving them that, and they're just gonna keep on buying.
It's a story that's being written that everybody has their hands in it. Everybody wants to see where it's going. Rena's story is just one that just keeps going. She may have lost, but guess what? Did she really lose this weekend?
No, she didn't get pinned.
She Mick Foley'd. Did
she really lose this weekend? Think about it, Brian. Did she really lose? Or did she really win the weekend? She won your heart, right? Because now you're fighting for her. So guess what? She won the weekend. And that's really what it comes down to. And that's what he's writing.
Sean, can I ask you something personally? Were there any African Americans featured on any of the shows across the weekend?
Yes. Names. They're from New York.
Featured probably on the.
I have a blank right now. Midas
right?
and not GCW. These guys.
Circus guys. The ringmasters, the ringleaders.
Jay Lyon and Midas Black. There you
Midas Black and Jay Lyon, the ringmasters.
They should
be.
No,
they're the main event.
They're the main event.
The main event.
Hail, from under the big top.
From under the big top.
The greatest show in wrestling.
I was just curious because, sometimes tournaments like this don't really lend themselves to.
They're great. I love those guys.
Like a Hoodfoot. Like a Hoodfoot or an AJ Gray.
I missed Hoodfoot, man. When I see something like this, it screams Hoodfoot. And it's like, yo.
And maybe that's why Hoodfoot is the ICW champion, I wonder. I wonder if that was some strategy on DeMonto's end to be like, oh, they're running on all cylinders, and Hoodfoot is over as fuck in this community. Let me strap him.
Hoodfoot has wrestled in GCW, though, hasn't he?
He has, yes. He
wrestled in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
He has.
Oh, well, God damn it.
Did he do TOS last year, Brian?
Dude, he wrestled XPW. I think he did California 1. He did the first California Hoodfoot.
So Hoodfoot has wrestled in ICW, No Holds Barred, XPW, and GCW all in a calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Probably nobody. Who else has done that?
Eric Ryan, maybe?
Eric Ryan,
maybe Eric Ryan. Maybe,
I don't think he does GCW, though. He doesn't do GCW.
No, not at all.
Atticus?
Again, that's why I'm saying it's a strategy for Hoodfoot to be, because if you think about it, by now Hoodfoot would have gone to the UK. If things would have gone according to plan, Hoodfoot would have done his first tour with the UK, all in ICW as the champion. Anyway, I was just curious to know if any African Americans were represented, because I myself am African American, and companies like CZW, although they're not in the conversation, they are one of the most diverse and companies that has embraced diversity. I'm in the fucking Hall of Fame of it, and no one ever gives them their shine for that.
That's a fact.
Desert Eagle.
I think it'd be something like we can Desert Eagle, Desert Eagle our asses. So Pat, the same way that you were throwing it in Brian's face about like why would you go to that show? Well, they're gonna be fucking. Hold on, where they're gonna be hoodwinkers to our friend Larry. Like, Sean's at GCW. I don't.
What's a hoodwinker?
Hey.
It's someone that doesn't. Oh, I thought I told you.
Well, I thought I told you. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to Sean going to GCW and being a devout fan. He's not trying to rub elbows.
It's the same thing that Brian's doing.
I'm not trying to rub anybody's elbow.
I don't know.
The fan. I'm trying to be with the fans.
That's kind of a little bit of different. It's kind of a different situation, isn't it? Though.
All right.
I think you're taking my actions wrong.
Well, no. I think I know. I think I know.
I think we're all bullies.
Well,
we are.
Yeah. Say what I need to say.
That's why I brought up the black thing, the black wrestlers on there. That's why I brought up Sean going, having a good time in GCW, and they don't really fuck with us. They don't fuck with me.
I kind of felt it, I'll be honest. It was very...
I am, for all of his faults and everything, I am really super happy that Brett is doing what he's doing, because he's doing it for wrestling.
Me too. You know what?
And the same for Cass. I've always been a huge Cass supporter, regardless of the man behind who's putting it all together, because he just fucking cares that much.
No
About
one else
himself,
does shit.
yes.
No one else does deathmatch
About
shit in
himself,
Brooklyn.
yes, and Brett too. Brett has a $250,000 house in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, because he cares about himself. You know, but he's also giving us shows like this weekend.
Congratulations. You know, I'm just a
We'll get
guy
there.
doing a show with my
You're just
friends.
crying. You're crying in the Hall of Fame at the Mets.
I am just hanging out at this point. I have learned the lessons that Brian is learning the hard way.
What did
and
I
now
learn?
Pat McAfee talks to you.
Hello.
Yeah, we had a
And
comment
now Pat
from Pat.
McAfee interacts with you.
We had a comment from Pat. I sent him.
right.
I slid him
Shout
a
out
DM too.
Pat.
I slid him
Shout
a
out
DM
Pat,
too.
the best commentator in the game right now, if you ask me. I don't care if you can't understand what he's saying or he pronounces things in some weird way.
Hey, you know,
like
I said, hey, listen. Thank you so much to YouTube Shorts. Thank you so much. YouTube Shorts. Hey, thank you. Thank you, YouTube
Rest in
Shorts.
peace, right? Rest in
YouTube
peace.
Shorts. YouTube
What?
Shorts demolishing. Well, whatever's happening with YouTube Shorts, those views that we're getting on there, demolishing what we're doing here. And I think if you had to ask me why, I would answer you in one word and one word only. Brian, probably.
I would say it's a void left by Vine to just get like little snippets of media, you know, little snippets of like, you know. I mean, I've done a YouTube short, not even trying, and it's gotten 20,000 views.
There you go, Larry.
Wow.
Way to go.
It was Danny DeMonto giving the DeMonto driver, which is what he's going to give Brian at the fucking Pit of Hell show to that girl. Jess
Listen,
Moss.
I want to listen. Let's just.
Yeah, I'm clapping for me too, Pat. That's right. 20,000 views on my short.
Hey, I'm just
What are you
clapping
trying?
for the views.
Yeah, clap it up and share this broadcast, y'all. We're fucking. What are we? An hour? We still got some
strong,
time.
32
Hour and a half,
Yeah, a
strong.
little
man.
bit of time.
Yeah, where are we going now, Pat? Steer the ship.
Sean, what were you about
Steer
to
the
say?
ship.
I was about to say, Brian, are you really actually going to go to this show?
Yeah, we got
Sean,
to
you
talk
said
about
you're
this.
I mean, you're coming
Intervention
with me,
time.
Yeah. I was until I found out that you were all sight on deck.
On site.
Well, you know what? I would want
On
to go
site.
just to squash the beef.
Oh.
Just because there is no beef, dude. I have no beef.
Oh,
what
now
do
he
you
doesn't
think?
have
That's
beef.
why you should be there. You
What's
should be
the
there to
fucking
light
beef,
that
dude?
motherfucker
No,
on fire.
no.
Yes,
no.
yes. Where's my Pat? Where's my Pat?
No. I'm retired.
Well,
Yeah,
Brian, if that's
you're
something you wanna
retired.
do-
I can't believe this world.
I'm gonna say right now, I have no beef, and all I do is
I have
love
no
deathmatch
beef.
wrestling.
Cool.
And I want to be with my deathmatch
Right.
people.
So Brian, so basically what you're saying is that it's very, very important for you to slice your own balls off and the balls of this show off just to
Oh,
go
boy.
just to go
Why
to
does the balls come
go
off? Why are balls
just-
coming off anything? Why is
just
anybody getting castrated?
Slicing the balls
Hold
off
on,
the show,
hold on.
Pat.
How is that happening?
Let me finish. I just want to make sure and confirm, hey, there's no judgment here, Brian. You do whatever you want to do. But I just want to confirm that you are accepting double castration
Double castration.
because of the brilliant setup of the Druid revealing themselves to be Danny DeMonto. And now Danny DeMonto attacked and cost Cass that match. And listen, if you listened earlier in the show, who knows who thought of it, right? But
What did I do
hold on, I'm
wrong?
not
I
done.
need to know what
am
I
not
did.
done. I'm not done.
Hold on. Brian, let him finish.
So it was masterfully done. Obviously, the Druid revealed himself. They set it up perfectly. And you were there to witness it. So now you have bit hook, line, and sinker. And you need to
wasn't there.
see...
Hold on.
You need to see how the story resolves itself. And you cannot think about your friends and your family and what we want you to do and what would be best for you or best for this program. You're going to go to that show because you have to see Danny DeMonto versus Casanova Valentine. Is that a yes or a no, Brian? Double castration.
I don't see it as a double castration. I see it as, dude. What other?
I
Where
think
can,
I proved
where can
my
you
point.
See a death match? Where can you see a death match in New York area? That's what I want to know.
Oh, my God.
Hosted by the Hall of Fame.
I just want to know. Wait, whoa, Larry.
Hall of
Let
Fame.
Pat
Price
answer
is
this.
Right, winning Larry Legend.
Larry, you're doing the show?
He's the MC.
Of this show, the one that you said that you were going to take a break from.
Pat, when I first heard
Oh my God, I
that
feel a betrayal coming along.
When I first heard,
I feel a bitter betrayal.
Let's hear
There's no
it.
betrayal.
There's no betrayal. When I first heard that Dan was doing 6ix9ine,
I'm gonna cry. Just
I
like
said,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I said that might be one of the ones that I skip. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
But guess what? Pat?
What?
Guess what?
Larry, what?
Since I'm Larry fucking
Oh,
Legend.
Jesus Christ.
Since I'm Larry fucking
Just give it to
Legend,
me, Larry. Just give it to me.
I've got another booking in Brooklyn on Sunday, June 11th. So since I'm already going to be going that way,
It's just convenient.
dragging my ass from Baltimore for the entertainment of the fans, yeah, I'll go. And I will rock that motherfucking mic, and I will get paid, and I will sell my merch, and I will sell your merch.
No, I mean, listen.
I will take one for the team. And guess what? No one is saying that by the time it's time for the main event, that you're going to be hearing my ass say it's about to go down, because maybe by that time it won't.
Wow, Larry, what a promo. And let me just apologize directly to Larry, and definitely
And
not.
Brian.
No.
No.
Anti-Semitic
No.
shit, dude.
I
If
refuse.
you're not apologizing. Okay, if
I
you're
refuse.
not apologizing to Brian and Larry, then you need to put the heat on Sean for going to GCW. Because Desert Eagle,
Fucking guy.
Desert Eagle.
No.
We don't support
Desert
that
Eagle,
shit.
dude.
And Sean's out there spending money, not selling our merch, supporting MLJ.
Unacceptable.
Love MLJ.
Unacceptable.
Okay, dude. Holy shit.
So you
You
gotta
know
put
what?
the
I
heat on
hope
both
Danny
bullies.
Amando beats the crap out of you, Brian. I hope he
See,
literally
you're on your
beats
high
you
horse
down.
because you're home. You're
Never gonna
staying home,
happen,
Pat.
brother.
I
You're
will
going out
stay at
in the
home
world
because
with
I'm
the bullies.
smart. Because I'm smart.
No.
Yes.
No,
that's
Sean's
true.
taking off the headphones, dude.
Take him off.
I'm
Just
sorry,
take him off,
Sean.
Sean.
I'm sorry. But Pat's coming down hard on Brian and bullying him, and I'm saying we're gonna be
I am
equal
not
and
bullying.
just
I'm
around this
speaking
motherfucker.
logical sense here.
Oh my shit.
Yeah, but you colored it, Pat, with all the shit about he's gotta see.
I don't
because
get
of the
bullied.
way they
hey,
sound.
I can
You're
handle
coloring
the
it.
heat. God
He wants
damn
to
it.
see, maybe he wants to see Kit Osbourne get the fucking shit kicked out of him by Lindsay
No, I'm
Snow.
sure he
How about
wants
that?
to do some
I'm
kind
gonna
of
bring
fucking
this with me.
tombstone
I'm
pile
bringing
driver
this with
spot
me.
with Kit Osbourne. I'm sure that's what he thinks he wants.
You're bringing that?
I'm gonna bring it with me, dude.
Fucking
Coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you give them your fucking $15, $25, Brian, on your way in.
I'm gonna
Maybe
sell
he'll make-
t-shirts
Maybe he'll
too.
make triple that just by setting up his merch next to mine.
Good.
Maybe
Our
I'll get a couple
t-shirts.
Go
coins.
ahead.
Our t-shirts, damn it.
Yeah, with our faces.
I gotta get those. We gotta get those.
Yeah.
We go up.
We gotta get those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We're entrepreneurs.
Wow, absolutely unacceptable fucking bullshit.
Okay, let's get to the mains. Let's get to the mains.
What there is no
right?
main. The main is that I'm absolutely sick to my stomach, but the Deathmatch Hall of Fame kind of gave me a little bit of new life. You know, it gave me a little bit of hope. Seeing Low Life Louie up there with his Four Loko Platinum Diamond. Sean, were you there in attendance for that?
I am number one. No, I wasn't. I was not.
Louis is a Sagittarius like us.
He is.
There's so many Sagittarius in wrestling.
Yeah, because that's
well, we get what we want.
we're workhorses.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Makes me sick.
It makes me sick.
I can't believe you. You disappoint me sometimes.
I can't believe you.
I'm so happy that Larry's on my
Makes me
side.
sick.
I mean, listen. When I first heard about the show, and this is why May 12th, when I heard DeMonto was going to be there, was such a big
Jesus
deal.
Christ.
I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll be too busy on June 9th. Maybe there'll be a Maryland show that I got to do that night. And Cass was like, no, come on, please. And I'm like, I'll see. And I was undecided. Rick Cataldo, Larry, we're doing the show on June 11th in Brooklyn. Can you be there? Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, by the way, there's Cass's show on the 9th, the one that I was on the fence about doing. I guess I'll go. But like I said, maybe, just maybe, I'll save my voice for everyone on that show. But the cold-hearted player Donnie DeMonto.
Wow.
Maybe Mittens can come up and announce him. How about that? Because I'm a motherfucking bully.
How
And bitch, I get right up in your face with it.
how honorable of you. Okay, that's fine.
I'm
I'm
in the
fine.
fucking Hall of Fame. I better be honorable.
You, Larry.
I'm fine. Okay, just like prepare Brian to get you in a bad spot.
God damn it.
Prepare yourself for Brian to get you in a bad spot with his ways. Okay, that's all I'm
I
saying.
don't do anything.
All Brian is going to do is give me lovely poison all night through, so that by the next day I don't even know where. I don't even remember.
Yep. Well, you know what? Good. Full Men in Black memory wipe.
Can we get to the main companies real quick?
Okay, let's get to the main companies because the Deathmatch Hall of Fame, I don't know if you realized I segued into it, but then my anger for Brian took over.
Yeah,
I went right back to yelling at him, which, by the way, I reserve the right to do for the rest of this show and for all shows henceforth. Okay?
I'm okay with
being petty.
I am not being petty. I'm being logical. How dare you?
I'm an accepting
Oh,
Jew,
look
and
at
I
you
take
go.
all punishment
Look at
just
you.
like
I
my
am an
forefathers.
accepting Jew.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay, whatever.
Let's get to the main show. What's
So-
going on in wrestling?
Joe Janela lost his tooth, and he gave
I
a
saw that.
harrowing and special Deathmatch
Good
Hall
job.
of Fame speech. Did you guys see this?
I did.
Yeah, for Piss Jug.
This Jug Mike.
He did
He was
good.
on there. Joey was on there
did
twice. He came up twice with his toothless grin.
He did good.
He did Zandig as well. Because he did that the
Oh.
Zandig bump. He did the Zandig bump.
Did
Yeah,
you
Joey's
guys?
on-
Did you
Joey's
guys?
instrumental?
Did you guys see the person who trolled Zandig accidentally?
No.
Yes.
About the,
kayfabe news. Kayfabe news.
Yeah, Kayfabe News. They did a whole. It was just a very, very funny thing where
I mean, it's kayfabe news. Guys.
It,
Come on.
they had like an
Kayfabe
outline.
news.
They had
Like,
like a
come
very
on, like-
poorly drawn diagram about how the photo and the video was photoshopped and trickery. And it had like a big square underneath and it said, green screen. And then it said, like by the truck, it said mattress. It was very, very funny. And then Zandig cursed them out on Facebook, saying like, I broke my back in 3 places. F you. You're an idiot. How dare you think it's fake? Nothing I do is fake.
A very senior citizen moment.
Brian, that's not nice.
Well, he's an old guy.
I mean, he's
He
only.
doesn't
Darn.
understand the way things work. My mom thinks that every time she comments on someone's Facebook post that she's direct messaging them. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. See, you don't say how are you doing today underneath that. You go into Messenger and then you say how are you doing today.
See, I think Zandig's beyond Generation Z, and he's definitely a boomer. He's like a boomer. He's like a full-blown boomer.
Sean, were you in search of a MAGA 8x10 of Zandig over the weekend?
No, so my brother was on his floor. Like they had the same floor in the showboat. And my brother tells me, he's like, yo, he has like his entire door is like decorated like the way we do Christmas in the projects. You wrap your door with gift wrap. He said his door is all maggot out with an 8x10 of him on the door.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's
I
awesome.
wonder I'm sure they did that for him.
He might have did himself.
I don't know. Regardless, it's hilarious. That was
Are there
hilarious.
photos of this door?
I didn't
I
get
wish there was a
photo.
photo. Why wouldn't he take a photo?
You were in
Fucking
search,
schmuck.
though. You were in
I
search
was
of.
in search. I was in search of it, and then I didn't find it, so I just let it go.
There were storied
What are they talking
rumors
about in the
of the
chat?
door.
People said that.
If we have confirmation of the door, please send it to us, please.
Yeah,
if
someone in
anybody
the
out
chat.
there.
Yes.
Get us that door. We
Get
wanna
us
see
the
we
door.
wanna
It'll
see-
be featured
Show
next
us
week.
the door.
We need to see this door if it is true.
Yeah. So they opened the show with Zandig and Nick Gage. Did you guys catch that?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
Brian
I
immediately
a
made an
meme.
inappropriate meme about it. Very inappropriate.
Dude, it's funny.
No, it's
Well,
aggressive
why is it
and
inappropriate?
Well, because now
you
you
think
wanna-
everything. You're just attacking me tonight.
Well,
You're just
no,
attacking
I
me
just
because
think
you're
that
mad at me.
why would you call Nick Gage and Zandig?
Well, Nick Gage has no teeth, and it fucking Zandig's old.
Well,
so they're
Brian,
goddamn
yeah,
senior
okay,
citizens in a ring.
fair enough. But
Brian.
why would you call them old men? They're going to see it and want to kill you.
Oh God, they should be able to handle a joke.
Well,
Yo, look, Schlack TV said that's 100%. My boys' room is right next to John's.
we need to see that photo.
Wow.
We need to see it. Shout out Schlack.
Listen,
I
Brian,
guess, Pat, you bring up a good point. This is why people kind of get at you, Brian, and say like, "Oh, you're all positivity unless you want to shit on people."
Yeah, God damn it.
For a good laugh.
I don't
you
shit
know?
on fans. I don't shit on fans.
Well,
Why would I shit
but
on a
it's not,
fan?
it's not positive vibes making people laugh,
you
thinking
are
that
bad,
Nikki and
Take
Xander
Bri.
are old.
It's
But I
funny.
loved it.
I have fucking
loved
Cartman on
it.
my hat.
what is that
I loved
supposed to
it.
mean?
I like offensive things.
Yeah.
I like
It
offensive
means that-
jokes, and people should be able to handle it.
So is that what you're gonna say to Danny DeMonto when you see him on Friday?
Yeah.
First of all, I've never made a mean joke about Danny DeMonto.
I just had to, Brian. I just had to.
He's
had
gonna
to. I'm
confront
sorry.
You know,
Oh, hey, man, I'm just here for the show, man.
I'll walk up to Danny DeMonto and confront him.
Yeah. You'd say, oh, I am so sorry.
I'm gonna apologize for what?
I'm,
All
so,
right,
I'm
let's
a big
talk
fan.
about. We got 7 minutes to go over other stuff.
All right,
Do we
well,
even wanna touch
basically-
it or no?
Hey, John
Who else
Zandig.
went into the Hall of Fame? Just it's Piss Jug Mike, Zandig, Louie, and who?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Hey, but then
Anything going
Zandig.
on in the majors?
Zandig.
Brian's about to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Brian's in the Hall of Fame. Maybe the Hall of Shame.
Patrick's killing me.
Nah,
Hall
Brian,
of Shame.
Brian has been on a roll. Brian has
Just because you don't like me doesn't mean I'm not doing good things.
Oh,
Me?
that's what they all
Great
say,
I
don't
love
they,
you,
Brian?
bro.
I'm talking
He's
about
talking
Patrick.
about
Patrick here.
That's what
Pat.
all the wrestling podcasters say, don't they, Brian?
I make a goddamn positive post every day.
Positive post. Good. Why don't you worry about what Blvd Bullies are doing? Instead of making
I
your
post
positive
Blvd Bullies
posts, okay? It's
People
absolutely
love Blvd
unacceptable.
Bullies.
It's disgusting.
Brian, I think the main thing that you have to remember going into this Friday
Tell him,
is
Sean.
you're going into something on Friday.
Hostile
Just
territory.
because you don't have a match or fight or
You are
scheduled meeting
so
with someone,
stupid.
you do have people there who do have it out for you.
An idiot.
You know,
Oh, why?
Casanova Valentine's great friends with Kit Osbourne, so he
I'm
would be
just
there.
a
I was
normal
just
guy.
fucking
Danny
with Casanova. Not. God damn it.
Danny DeMano's facing Casanova Valentine.
I
So
think
you
you
have-
guys are a bunch of overreactors. And
Brian,
you're
hear
your
me
own-
out, man. I care about you a lot, and I just want you to be careful. The neck brace was bad. I don't need you walking on crutches with a neck brace.
I wore the
My
neck brace because
point-
I wanted my fiance to help me out.
Oh, sure he
Listen.
did. Sure he did.
Listen, Brian, and I'm sure she's gonna end up having to help you out again if you don't take this seriously.
Now wait a minute. Wait a
She
minute.
would.
Sean, are you going to be in attendance?
I am.
Oh,
I have-
Jesus Christ.
I am going to be in attendance.
I have to
No
listen.
one will harm Sean.
Just go-
no
I
one will
know
harm
that.
Brian
So
while we're there.
stupid.
I know that.
I can't
We
even
were there.
believe that you think
who
I would be
was on
harmed.
site? Who was on site when
$30.
Tarzan man took it too far? No one's going to touch Brian.
Oh, my
Not
God.
with us there.
This is an absolute disaster.
I will take a motherfucker to Cobb County, Georgia, right there on the streets of Brooklyn.
You're all going to wind up in Cobb County, Georgia.
Dude, I would never harm. I'm not a harmer.
Oh,
of
I'm not a
people,
harmer.
Dude, why? You're making me tight. Patrick, you're making me tight now.
Yo,
You know
so
what? But the thing is, Brian, Pat won't come out.
no, I'm not
He's a
going to
hermit.
because I know better. Because I fucking speak with my goddamn wallet. And my opinions of people, I don't fucking put my, if I want to get entertained, I could do so at home watching a goddamn movie. I don't,
Dude,
I'm not,
there's-
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
such a,
tell you-
I don't have such a
Can you
tiny.
see me? When's the last time you saw me, Pat?
Well, you know
When's the
what?
last time
There is absolutely
You know what,
nothing
Larry?
like being at the show, being in the mosh pit. There's nothing like it.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
nothing will ever stop
Well, go get
me
your
from
fix.
You used to
Go
be
get your
there.
surfing
fix.
at a metal
You used to
show
be there,
and
Pat.
screaming
Yeah,
at a
and
wrestling
I've been,
show.
and I
Used to be
fucking,
there.
and I rehabilitated myself. All right, Brian can't even fucking recognize a good show when he's got one. He's got to go fucking poke it up, poke. Fly too close to the sun, like Blvd Bullies 2016.
Fly into the sun.
All right, I'm an old man at this point. All right, he's flying directly.
You're not
into
old.
The sun.
If you're old, I'm ancient.
Listen,
If you're old,
you're
I'm
getting
ancient,
booked.
motherfucker.
He's getting booked.
We're
and
young
here's
at
the deal.
heart. Pat's heart's old and
Indeed.
shriveled.
Yeah, that's right. That's goddamn right. Yo, so anyway.
So we're not talking about Vince or fucking Tony.
No, you know why?
We're getting to it because, there's something more important.
We're all going to have our Timberlands, boots on the ground this Friday to get back to everybody on Tuesday to inform them what happened.
I'll be with the crowd, and you can inform me as well about your shit house outhouse of an evening.
Listen, I think
the slums of Brooklyn
is Brian is going to get everybody to sing the Deathmatch World version of "We Are the World, We Are the Children."
That's
all I want, dude. Everybody will hold hands.
That's
more
frightening than anything.
Everybody in attendance, brother.
And Pat, you're just gonna have to wait to stream it on IWTV whenever they get finished.
You know what? I think I'll take a fucking hard pass on that. I have plenty of other hobbies.
I'll send you the clips. I'll send you the clips. Goddamn it!
I have plenty of other hobbies. Okay. Just make sure that I get the corrections of the corrected corrections because you guys are all such fucking Nelson Mandela motherfuckers.
You know what would really be swell?
What?
Is since Brian and Sean are going to Cass's show, Pat, why don't you do some boots on the ground and come to my LGBTQ show in Red Hook on the Sunday?
You know what? Maybe I
fucking
will. Is that a matter of pride?
There's nobody there. There's nobody there that, you know, will. It's an LGBTQ drag queen, you know, fun fest hosted by your boy.
Where is it?
Your dad. So why don't you fucking come? I'm in your neck of the woods.
Well, if Brian's going, I'm not going.
No,
what kind of bullshit is that?
Brian's not even invited. I'm talking to you right now.
I'm not going if Brian's going.
Shit. You come to my show. How about that?
Is it a matter of pride, Rick Cataldo?
Everybody has a good time wherever I go.
It is a Rick Cataldo production.
What are you, Poison?
I'm an old friend, so I think, that could be something that I could appear at.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a month of fucking Sundays.
Yeah, we should have like a nice dinner.
Urka, you get the drumsticks.
Brian must get another $5 again.
All right, we got to talk about something. We got to talk about something very, very important.
Gets the drumsticks.
Very important. We have to cover this before we go off of the air.
Shout out Urka.
We were talking about Zandig. We were dancing around the topic.
I'm not going to get beat, Urka. Don't worry. Sorry, Pat.
No one's going to beat
that for Brian's medical bills?
Not with us there. No one's going to beat him with us there. We'll fight the Bocce boys.
I'm going to tell you, by the end of that night, everybody's going to be holding hands.
Yeah, of course, Brian, because that's
what the subway
pussies do, dude.
Wow.
That's what lame marks do.
Okay, Pat, go on to the next topic and stop fucking riding Brian.
You're making Larry angry.
For the love of God. We can't even get off of this shit.
Makes me absolutely sick to my goddamn stomach.
You know what? It's the 420 episode. Come on.
All right, hey.
Talk about this
so Zandig, he gets up and he does like a Q&A. Yell it out, baby. Somebody says, what about Rob Black? And Zandig fucking calls Rob Black a mark. He says that he's a mark back then. He cost him thousands of dollars back in the early 2000s. And blah, 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 yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Rob Black's going to run out of money. Fuck him. Did you guys see this?
Runs out of money every time.
His first words were, fuck Rob Black. Fuck Rob Black. Fuck Rob Black.
3 fuck Rob Black.
Just sang it to the heavens 3 times in a row.
3 different voices, yeah.
Mm-hmm. 3 demons he released. Those are his 3.
Has he responded since?
Rob Black?
I turned out to the podcast late. And then
yes, Rob Black has since responded. Rob Black doesn't give a fuck and basically said fucks Glenn Danzig.
It's John Corson.
Yeah.
Glenn Zandig. Glenn.
Fucking Glenn, dude.
So, as a reporter, as a source of news, as my main source of news, I need to ask you point blank, Larry, as a reporter, is Rob Black going to run out of money?
Rob Black, to date, appears to be the promoter that has the most money that I've ever worked for in regards to like taking care of the talent. Now, I've been doing this for 20 years. And in the 20 years that I've worked, the only other company that has been on it as far as taking care of the people as Rob Black that I've worked for has been Ring of Honor. They didn't run out of money, but they did get sold. So I don't know what the end game is of this iteration of XPW. I know that the first time he didn't run out of money, he went to jail. Apparently, he went to jail
For free speech.
And without his leadership, it all went awry. But I will say that I've worked for a lot, and nobody is taking care of me, my everything as a worker, more than Rob Black. And the reason I say that is that's got to be kind of costly.
So if they do run out of money,
I don't know if John is just trying to. I don't know if he's just trying to foreshadow what could be, or maybe he's trying to light a fire into Rob Black's ass to make sure that it doesn't.
The well is drying up, says Schlack.
Dude, the man doesn't only have a wrestling business. He has a fucking.
The well is drying up.
He has a restaurant and a fucking store with money. The man doesn't just have wrestling. He's not looking.
Brian,
just
I don't believe
wrestling.
a goddamn word that comes out of your mouth. You crazy.
Well, I'm an honest Jew. God damn it.
He knows business.
I don't like the way that this is ending, so Pat, turn it around. It's your show, and we're your tag team partners.
Hey.
Turn this Survivor Series around.
So,
Right.
I guess the last thing that we should really talk about is the super chats and what is being given away this evening.
You sound like...
Yeah, I'm losing steam, brother. 10,000 members.
10,000 strong, brother.
Brian, go over the super chats one more time while I formulate how to end this show, please.
Highest super chat.
Johnny Richter.
$20.
Johnny Richter. Where's
Highest
David
super
C.
chat.
Russell? Is David C. Russell in the chat?
The cunt.
That seems like an item he'd be interested in. John Wayne Murdoch going to Urka,
$20.
right? Urka.
$20 for John.
That's Urka,
for
right?
John Wayne Murdoch, $5. And then there are two $5. There are two $5.
There was a $4.99. Wasn't there a $4.99?
No,
$4.99 and a $5.
I guess, but Urka gave two $5 ones, so that's like
So
a
Urka
10.
gets
That's
two.
like,
Brian,
Urka
you're the
gets
master
two.
of ceremonies. You got to figure it out. God damn it.
Well, we're here to support.
we support.
Hey, everybody,
Have we,
thanks
sir?
for watching so much. Did it go
That's
off the
turned
rails?
on
Did
me.
I have to get some things off my chest? Maybe.
I can't wait to put Rosemary's Baby back on.
Adrenaline.
I wish I was there to
in
watch
the
it with you
zone.
because it's my favorite.
I wonder what part
And
it's
then
up to.
I already
now.
gave these to Urka, my very own Brian Ginsberg drumsticks
Wow.
with engraved signature and weed leaf.
Chris Dickinson is a drummer.
Yeah, he sucks.
Wow. Wow, Brian. Those are strong words. Don't talk like that.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
that's
I'm just kidding.
okay.
The dirty
All
daddy.
right.
I was just kidding. The dirty daddy.
We are walking back. I was like,
Maybe you should have a drum off.
I would drum off with the dirty daddy.
You guys remember the time that the Dirty Daddy
doesn't-
fought
does-
the
does
Bad
he-
Boy?
Oh
He
my
fought
god,
the Bad
yeah.
Boy
That
at
was in
Tender
Tampa.
Trap and Tender Trap. And then
Oh.
Dirty Daddy got on the drums and started drumming, and Joey was on the ground like
Yes.
going into convulsions.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
He's like not a wrestler anymore. He does like
he's an MMA.
MMA.
He's an MMA trainer. He's an
And
MMA trainer.
Does he play in a band?
I don't know.
So
Brian Ginsberg is a spicy Jew.
Thank you.
That's what the
Yeah.
Kodo Sue says. Brian Ginsberg is a spicy Jew.
absolutely horrifying. I think next week we should have Schlack on the show. What do you guys think?
Is that Schlack? Is that Schlack?
Schlack TV? No, I think that's just another person who's dedicated their entire YouTube channel to Schlack's stuff.
I think
Slack
that's
is one
right.
of the best things to happen to pro wrestling in a while.
Dude, he's on my Mount Rushmore.
Dude, he came up really quickly on us.
El
and
Schlacko.
yeah, it is a force. And companies are lacking now that they don't have his presence. ICW is lacking without just one guy. Same with
Yes,
TCW.
it's me. LOL. I'm reading it.
Shout out, first of all, shout out that Eat the Turnbuckle documentary that's about to come out.
That's right, Stabbed in the Face, narrated by your boy.
I'm sure
Larry
Brian
Legend,
fucking
pre-ordered
pre-ordered
it. Larry Legend narrating.
Shut the fuck up, Patrick. God damn it.
You pre-ordered it, didn't you?
I did pre-order.
Yeah, I bet you
God
fucking
damn it.
did. I bet you did.
I
bet you pre-ordered the deluxe.
Me, Pat. Why are you coming for Brian and all the shit that he's doing?
He hates
podcast?
supporters. He hates supporters.
Yeah, Sean over here is fucking around with Brett.
He brushed him.
Yeah.
He brushed him lightly. He brushed him lightly in the corridor as he was singing karaoke.
Dude.
He's in his room.
You know what? I do as you would have done as a young bully.
Yeah.
And
before
I'm just making you tight.
Right, Brian. Let him know.
No, you don't understand.
I'm not on anybody's
You're just an
side.
old boy.
You're
an old boy.
No.
In the middle, Daddy. Down the middle, Daddy.
I hope that Danny DeManto beats your ass.
No one's gonna beat my ass.
Let me tell you something,
damn it.
Brian. We're not gonna use your inappropriate behavior to like construct another fucking angle around Danny DeManto. I'll tell you right now. If he beats you up, it's on you. You can just deal with that footage. We're not even gonna talk about it.
Are you saying that if Danny beats up Brian, we're not then rolling
Why is
into
everyone saying beat up
we're
Brian?
not rolling with the punches, brother.
Beat up Brian. Do you see the Sean?
If he beats up Brian, we're not rolling with the punches, brother.
No one has any faith in me. No faith.
I hope he beats up Brian.
Kid Osbourne didn't beat me up.
Then
I laughed at his goddamn
face. What's the
face.
thing called? The DeManto driver or whatever?
Yeah, the DeManto driver, the sit-down seesaw
he's
pile
like,
driver.
Sorry you broke your neck. You didn't take it right, brother. And you're like, oh, no problem, Danny. Bye. And then you'll be going into the ambulance. Bye.
My neck. My neck is good.
Thanks
my
for
neck will
including
be
me, Danny.
good.
Thank you.
I'll be here next week with a strong neck.
Yeah, sure.
Guys.
I'm sure, Brian. I'm fucking sure. Just because you ripped out your headphones.
Pat, are you coming with me to the LGBT?
Yes, I will come to you and I will have dinner
with you.
It's Cape
Pride.
We're gonna have a nice fucking dinner.
It's an afternoon show, so we can go and then we can go get some pizza
nice
pie.
fucking dinner.
Yeah, like
Larry just invited you to a lovely dinner.
And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do, Brian? And take notes. The guest of honor, Larry Legend, invited me to his show. I'm gonna get a nice cocktail. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm just gonna clap like a gentleman, like a friends and family. You know what I'm saying?
Like
who should take notes? You know who should take notes? Kid Osbourne, because motherfucking Blake Christian got littered with garbage and middle fingers and didn't strike one fan.
Yeah, that's how annoying you are.
No, that's how annoying I am.
Yeah.
That's how little Kid Osbourne is. Twice. 3 times.
Yeah, now 3.
Now my cats are fighting because of you, Patrick.
Good. Well, no, it's not.
Yeah, you've raised the intensity. That's what Pat does.
No, that's not. I'm retired. Okay, I am retired.
No, what you bring to the table, we need on site.
I am in an advisor's role, and I advise Brian not to go to the show, and I advise you, Larry, take the night off. You know what? How about this? Prove to me that you will not announce the main event. That's when we'll go out to dinner. I will roll right up to the front of that venue with an Uber XL with our names on it.
With an Uber XL.
With our names on it. As soon as the main event is starting, prove to me that you are not supporting that. Have your merchandise all packed up, and I'll have an Uber XL, and we will ride in luxury to whatever.
Do I come? Do I get to come?
You're not invited, Brian.
God damn it.
You're not invited.
I should be invited, God damn it.
Pat,
prove it to me.
Tell me I should be invited, Larry.
You know what? I would do that, but the thing about it is that Casanova Valentine is my friend. And if I'm going to announce anybody in that main event,
go now.
Ain't no Jesus Christ. Got shit to do with my intro for Casanova Valentine. You know, if there's anybody in the industry that can stand with my intro of this man, it is when I announce Brooklyn Black Death. I ring hell's motherfucking bells for Brooklyn Black Death, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it extra just because I don't want to give Danny shit.
Wow. Well,
because I'm a bully. So you wait with that Uber XL for me to announce Cass, and then I'll pack up my
I'll
make
have
right
it
in
running.
And we'll go right downtown to wherever.
I'll have it
The
running.
Grimaldi's.
Wuhan. That's where we're going.
Fucking what is it called? And you know the one. With a C. Not Cipriani's. Fucking. Carmine's.
Carmine's.
Brian, you're being advised to just wear your lucha mask. Problem solved. Nobody can see you.
I'm just gonna wear a yarmulke.
Wow, that doesn't make any sense, Brian.
Do the things. Do the little things that you can do. You know those things. I can do it, dude.
They activate. I have the hair for it.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what you're fucking with when you fuck with Gibbs.
Let's finish this goddamn train wreck of a show and all go reflect on
strong.
our behaviors. Sean, give me a 10 out of 10 review of your weekend as a boots on the ground survivor of the Tournament of Survival.
And the cage.
And the survivor of the Cage of Survival.
What was the JCW show called? What was the JCW show called?
After Hours, I believe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and the Disco Mania. I give Disco Mania a 10. I give Tournament of Survival a 7. I give Cage of Survival an 8 out of 10.
What was Disco Mania?
Disco Mania was awesome. It was in the Hard Rock. It was in the Hard Rock.
You didn't send us a Disco Sean picture.
I couldn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. It was dope. I was around a whole bunch of disco fever people. It was awesome.
Were they all on cocaine?
Oh, so this wasn't. This was a separate. This wasn't Brett Lauderdale presented Disco Mania. This was another shit. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Nah. I went to party with Disco Stu.
Bro, I was like, oh, Nick Gage was there.
Disco
Nick Gage
Stu?
was there and some bell bottoms.
You don't know who's Disco Stu, Brian? Brian doesn't know who's Disco Stu.
Oh my God!
He's not a Simpsons mark.
I'm getting so angry.
Disco
Stu.
Come on, play the.
Well, I'm
Simpsons. He's not a Simpsons mark. Come on. Wrap us up, Pat.
Well, I mean,
we got Sean's ratings.
Brian, what are your ratings from a home viewer, Mark?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I would say it's going to be a 7.1 for the TOS and a 6.5 for the COS.
COS, okay. Not bad.
And real quick before we get out of here, just want to mention a bunch of matches have been announced for XPW's return to California on June 24th. We already know Tessa Blanchard's going to be there fighting Becky Haight. We got the Necro Butcher stepping into the ring with Dirty Ron McDonald. I find out that Big effing Joe is going to fight Big Joe Dread, and Schlack is going to put the Deathmatch Championship on the line against another UK star, Big Lou Nixon. And
Alex Colon has
Alex Colon against Bestia 666. I haven't announced Bestia.
That's a Boricua street fight, right?
I have so Puerto Rican street fight. I have not announced Bestia since I announced in the Hammerstein Ballroom in 2011. I haven't announced this man in over 10 years. And thanks to Rob Black, I'm getting back with him. He always shows me so much love in everything that I do. And he's one of those few athletes that I can say I got to dap it up with and announced years ago. And we're finally brought back together. So I'm very excited for that. And I want to shout out XPW because that's where my bread is buttered at, boy.
Do you think that the title of their return to Newark was in any way influenced by us saying now at the end of our show, to all our enemies, die slow? And now all of a sudden, their show's named "I Hope You Die." This is a kind of a more concise take on what we've been doing for a few months now.
Right, Pat. I think you have to show up to the Hart Ballroom next time.
Yo, I mean, I could do like a
getting him out of the house.
Pat hates me.
He's not coming out.
Well, first thing I would ask, is Brian going to be there? And that would influence my decision, of course. And then, but I could maybe come out and just say, welcome the people and say, I hope you die. And then introduce Larry Legend. I could do something like that.
I'm still waiting for the day Larry comes out to the Boulevard Bullies theme song.
But the thing is,
that'll make my night.
It's like if I got in the ring with the microphone and I saw Brian, I'd probably try to punch him too.
Jesus Christ.
If you got in the ring with the microphone, we would drop a whole bunch of buckets of pig's blood on top of you as soon as you to utter one word.
It's
So
like the dark side of the ring with Sonny.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They implied. Did you see this? The dark side of the ring with Sonny and Chris Candido, real quick. Did you guys watch this?
Not yet. No.
It was sent to me by Tim, photographer, 3-Shot Tim. He sent it to me in Instagram.
So about how there's this spot where the Godwins are going to drop the slop bucket on Tammy.
Oh, I know the story already. I know the story already.
Oh my God, dude. The story is actually like they kind of just like make it a few bullet points, a few comments, and just like kind of move on. But if you really think about it, it's actually kind of horrific and horrible and
Can you
terrible.
tell it? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, basically what they implied is that like Tammy, once she was like the most watched on AOL or whatever, she was like over. Even though she was still doing like angles with the Godwins and the Body Donuses, it was like, oh, tonight on Raw, they're going to dump the slop bucket on your head. Basically, I mean, what they implied is, Larry, do you just want to say it? Would you take pleasure in just saying it, Larry?
The story that I heard is that Henry Godwin himself, I think it was, or I don't even want to point any fingers. Okay, thank you. Went into the middle of the locker room and said, hey, y'all, we're going to dump this on Sonny's head later on in the evening. So I'm just going to leave it over here. And if anybody wants to contribute to what's getting put on her head, shoot.
Ugh.
Ain't nobody looking.
Yeah, so anyway.
And at that time, she was not very liked. He, as well, was not very liked.
Was is the Godwin Midian? Is he Midian?
Yes, Phineas Godwin is Midian.
To imply that there was DNA in the bucket and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard reports that everybody.
So there was shit, piss, cum, and pee in it.
All that
piss, funk, cocksucker, motherfuckers.
Slop.
It's Mother's Day.
Slop. That's what they were saying. And I have that on tape. I could actually put that VHS tape.
I remember that. Subject.
Yeah. I have it on tape. I used to tape everything. Every superstars of reaction.
Wait a second. And they got a slumber.
And they showed it. They showed it from the time it happened all the way up to the pay-per-view where, the blow-off
in
match.
Your house.
She was. Yep.
Yeah. Horrifying if you really think about it.
You know what's crazy
that was
is
the time.
That made the cover of WWF magazine the following month.
Because, Sean, they all have a big laugh. They all have a big laugh at those types of ribs, those cruel pranks where like Mr. Fuji one point paid like a mechanic to remove the engine out of a rental while Don Morocco was in, the Boston Guards wrestling, whole parking lot empties. Morocco's out there just like trying to start his rental, they're all the way in the next town, knowing Morocco's going to get fined for getting to the next show late. These cruel things. I believe Fuji also fed someone their dog. Like
he fed the dog, and his removed brakes from cars as a
rib.
Like
and here's like cruel things.
It's like
wasn't that a thing? Didn't Al Snow do that to, or didn't Big Boss Man do that to Al Snow?
Did it to Snow?
And that's another thing that they do. The things that actually happened in real life will then be presented as like.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Right, like I think several of the Al Snow things were Fuji things in real life.
Yeah. When Lawler first came to WWF in 1993, he went out to do like an interview or something, and when he came back, like several people had shit in his crown. Several people that used to work for him down in Memphis were coming up under him. Yeah.
If you know the stories that went down and stuff, you'd understand why when he came up, everybody wasn't too happy with him.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. This episode's fucking done. It's over. Brian, do you have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts are Patrick's a goddamn flip-flopping fucker.
Oh, I mean,
he was happy. He was happy with me last week, and now he's tight.
Yeah, I mean,
and I love my deathmatch family, and I will always be at the deathmatch shows, losing my mind when I can, no matter what anybody tells me.
Get a new hobby.
Do or not.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. A new hobby. I've been going to deathmatch shows since I can, dude.
Yeah.
I've discovered it. I love it, and I go when I can, and I support it, and I love the talent.
How fucking
and I can say that I feel both of you. Just like I said with that example that I gave with J Rose, and like just like seeing someone come up. No, don't you dare shake your head at what I'm saying right now. Don't you dare. I know exactly where you're coming from, Pat, and looking at Brian and just being like, what the fuck are you doing?
This guy's unhinged.
And for Brian, you to be looking at Pat to be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
No, absolutely not. No.
That's not. It's no. Look, I feel, Pat, you are so goddamn biased to get that last fucking dig in at Brian. We're not even. We're gonna end on a negative pot. So, Sean, can you do the honors?
Please,
yeah.
Sean.
Why not? Yeah, Sean, do the honors. You're a bully.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Blvd Bullies versus the World. I'm Ringside Sean. That is Larry, the legend, begins. And of course, it's not Blvd Bullies without PK himself. This has been the Blvd Bullies. Catch up with us next Tuesday when you find out if Brian got beat up or not.
Possible.
And never forget, to all our enemies, whether Brian buys a ticket to your fucking bullshit or not, die slow! Bye-bye!
Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.